प्यार ते पालिकाने आला बे काल डेमॉनचा चेहरा दाखव आजकाल डेमॉन शांत बसून गेलाय बिचारा काल जर आज पण डिवाइड केला तर आज तर कुदवतेच मला वाटतं आज लाऊड जिंकणार मला असं वाटत आहे थोडस पण नाही बे कारण की त्यांचे शर्ट्स खूप चांगले आहे काल ते डब्ल्यू गेमिंग करत होते म्हणून जिंकले समथिंग वगैरे पेपर एक्स 4 सेकंड अलग लेवल खेळत होता काल 4 सेकंड माइंड फ्लिक पल्म मध्ये भयंकर खेळले काय क्लच केले त्याने भाई भयंकर क्लच केले खूप चांगले क्लच एकदम खूप चांगले केले भाई तुला एस पास एस पास एस पास एस पास एस पास guys एस पास एस पास पहला पहला प्यार दी पहली कहानी ना 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 ना
are forged, and you have an opportunity to punch your ticket to the grand final, to make your name famous. There's a huge opportunity here, Mel, for these two teams to do so, and I very well think so that both squads deserve it, but now it's time to see who wants it more.
And I can't imagine the pressure that they're under right now, and trying in so many different ways to try to alleviate that pressure, but the reality is you're on the stage here in the Kia Forum, surrounded by fans and foes, and I just can't imagine what is going through their mind other than trying to stay in the present, try not to think about the pressure and just think about how
sadak base sadak
path is your own.
Traveling is so easy. I've been everywhere.
I've built networks.
Make him uncomfortable, you're gone. So we're not playing around with that shit. But you guys are mostly good, so I'm just the PSA to the 2%.
I'm just the B guy. We're waiting for Big Love to come here.
Yeah, we're waiting for Pepe. Pepe Payne's about to roll in.
Yeah.
But the last time they played it, it was one of the maps that EG was able to take away from.
It's crazy though. We were doing a meet and greet, and then Toast came on after us, and Toast line was like double. Toast is fucking like
weird flex, bro. Toast. Weird flex.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do you have his own one? Why did you guys not do it all together?
Toast did with John.
did different time slots.
Yeah, we had different time slots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're all
I think
John
they're
fans.
actually.
Yeah, they're all John fans.
Probably there for John.
Effort from the side of EG. Come out swinging big, so you know that is exactly what Loud is going to do.
They can't rely on the clutches today. And Mel, for EG, I think it has to start strong in these first
Scar,
few
you've been
maps where
tearing
they're
it
so
up. And then Valorant, dude. I was watching very little of you. You know what I watched? You on Harbor, you were the last one to go in. You needed to kill one time, and you got the kill. You threw all these walls, and then got the kill on the first. You like two-tapped her. Like, that's what I saw. You're kind of cracked, bro. Scar's the fucking, you're a Smurf though, it's obvious. It's weird. It's kind of weird that you're Smurfing. In the middle of like a fun tournament, you're Smurfing. That's crazy.
I lost 6 games in a row.
Also, Lily carries you, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Lily carries you.
Fine, man.
She goes hard.
Same comps, right? Same comps.
Where's my beloved mods?
Always going to come down to the IGLs. Boostio tends to be excellent on this map, on defense, anchoring with this killjoy, and Sadak is always impactful on that KO on a default map with an opponent.
Turn up your mic. Our mics are good. I think the volume should be good. We haven't seen this set up the same way as yesterday. It should be perfect. And also, let's take a quick look again, audience. It's starting to slowly. I'm guessing today will be better than yesterday. I mean, it was pretty packed, but I feel like today is going to be more hype. I do. I have 2 cameras. Yeah.
आज गर्दी है बे,
2
चांगली गर्दी आहे.
cameras, kind of nice.
उद्या तो भरला
Goat duo. We got the goat duo. Damn, the
हे
weather's
दोघं
down.
ना ते तिकडे वॉच पार्टी करत होते
Bro,
हे
it's
दोघं बघ
fresh.
हे दोघांना वॉच पार्टी दिली माहिती आहे की नाही
It's very like,
काय करत होते स्ट्रीम वर
oh my god. Let's shoot him in, however.
3 व्हायला पाहिजे मजा आहे लवकर झोपायला पाहिजे 3 बघायचं मला 3 प्लीज बेबी 3 आणि टी बॅग वगैरे बघायचं त्यावर मजा असते
No, wait, Ludwig.
टी बॅग बघायला अजून मजा
Because Ludwig, he looks so cool too.
Maybe I'll chill for once.
Is it me? Why the moment I
My
sit down,
gang
everyone's
is
trying to
must
leave? What the heck, dude?
For you.
I feel weird, man.
I know it's kind of weird. You guys
Bye.
leaving these here 'cause I was
Kasagay,
gonna leave too.
kya le?
Yeah.
We just all leave it
This guy
just
is
blood
so
here.
fresh, dude, with the glasses.
I'm here for half a round and I
Bro,
gotta
no
leave.
one's gonna recognize you, by the way. You look like a fucking celebrity superstar.
Yeah, I was just saying Dr. Eggman. No, there they are, the Pepe Pants.
Okay, the Pepe Pants. Okay,
They remember, they remember.
I didn't know that was you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, do you know it's me now? I'm Ludwig.
Well,
Hello.
he called you Mr. Pepe Pants.
Mr. Pepe, Mr. Pepe. Damn, right into it like that? Whoa.
This arena's loud.
I know, it's really nice.
I didn't know that.
Really
How you
nice.
doing?
You're doing good, man.
Where's my merch drop?
Dude, this guy says, where's my merch shop? I sent him a central form. Wait, is that?
Yo, Boosty, he's doing a little Ludwig
Oh,
right there.
no.
Prime Gaming flawless
This is bad for America.
I can't believe what you did to Fnatic, by the way. That is
Dude, okay,
so
this is so-
crazy. Did you guys hear what he did to Fnatic?
What?
Bro, I had Boaster do the Luddy on his walkout, and ever since he did the Luddy, bro has not looked even 1% the same.
I got the Boaster.
That is the least you could do, bro.
It's the least you could do.
His team has not looked the same since he performed the Luddy. Ludwig looks like Bad Bunny, facts. No cap.
That's a compliment, right?
That's a big compliment, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
He's showing you one of the biggest reasons why they were able to take down.
Wait, they just got shit on him for pistol, though.
We're an EG couch, right?
I mean, this is an America's match, so we claim Loud, but
Yeah, we do claim Loud, but like,
I mean, it's better for us
I
technically,
feel
I
like I have
guess.
to be half loud because
Wait.
Toast shits on EG all the time.
Oh.
you cheats on EG?
Ludwig, you're on Team EG?
Yeah, Team EG.
Oh, so you hate Brazil. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. That's what they tell me, bro. When I say some shit like cheering for against them, they're like, oh, so you hate Brazil, huh?
No, okay, here's my logic. Brazil will thrive in this esport in 5 years. It's just a fact. They will
They
still
already
be good.
thrive, though.
They thrive
Oh,
now,
you're
and
saying
they
they're
will
gonna take
continue to
over, like,
thrive.
completely?
They'll
They'll
still
take
be at the
5
top.
minutes,
Taking over.
right?
America, we are here. We are. This is the only trajectory.
I think so too. No joke. No joke. I think it's done.
It's true.
What a lovely idea, and it just missed the television line. Will Sonic survive? Yes, he will.
It's alright, it's an eco.
Yeah,
It's an eco.
Like, 2 kills not bad. And the damage on the guy's armor.
Why does Demon want teabagging so much?
I think he has a weird fetish or something, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's like kind of like too much because he does it mid-round and shit.
It is a lot.
This guy's got like some sort of
players surviving, keeping the guns
hots for it.
You've heard the rumors. Tarek doesn't leak this stuff, but as an org owner, I've been hearing about what's happened to franchise
Ooh,
teams.
the birds have been chirping?
The birds have been chirping.
Oh my God.
North America's gonna suck next year.
Don't say that,
They're gonna
bro.
suck. They're gonna. You know this.
I mean, I know the trajectory is coming, but I wasn't hoping it'd be
The
next year.
money's gone. The players are leaving. The
players are
animals are
getting worse.
leaving.
Oh no.
Nobody
Is this
practices.
actually what's happening?
Yes.
for Loud here on a set.
Scar does not like this
How do we
news,
save it?
especially
Bro,
with League
I
on
was
the
gonna say,
fall.
like, I come from League. Like, that's happened in League
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
So we don't need to save it. All we need to do is win this year and then say we won and then just
yeah, like
for the
we
next
show our
year.
trophies. Yeah.
We did the Tarek.
Yep, exactly.
We won a major.
The major 5 years ago.
We won a
Still
major.
holding on to it.
I still want it.
Where's your major?
It doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't. It's still there.
He's holding a one and done
For
angle.
life, baby. 2018 for life.
He intercepts it. Aspas.
Oh no, no, don't do it, bro. Oh my God, he heard me. He heard me.
Throws the Nana Swarm. That gets rid of the defensive
fucking
Nana
drone
Swarm, but there is
somebody,
still
bro.
that jet up in
They
front
can
of it.
definitely hear,
All
like,
of
a
the
lot.
information for Loud.
They have the sound canceling headsets on. They have decent audio, good audio.
That doesn't help. If we yell really loud, I
No,
think
they
they'll
have
hear
like
us.
helicopter headsets, bro. Literally.
Actually?
Yeah. They're like pretty high quality.
And they also have like white noise
They
and
play a
stuff.
lot of
Yeah, they
white
pump
noise.
some white noise.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure their games are just maxed
They have like
out.
smaller earbuds inside of them.
Yeah, exactly.
As if it's
but
going to be a B split here.
you know, if the crowd gets really loud, I'm sure they feel the vibration and hear the
Yeah.
door.
They
but
do.
I heard they can still hear it like a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, we had those for chess boxing, and I for sure could hear the crowd and could shoot easily.
Really.
Yeah, no, I told my teammate to hold his mic so I can hear the cast investors and maybe get some information.
A change in plans.
25 seconds.
Yeah, there's 25 seconds left. They wouldn't decide to go over towards B. Nobody really bid onto that one. They didn't like what they saw, but still into B main as Aspas holding his ground.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Shot to win out. Still with a fight here, but they do not suspect less. They do trade it though. Traded. Counting from the back.
Oh, that's why he shoots bodies though. He shoots like that. He shoots
8
bodies.
seconds left. Got to get that plan
that's
down.
fair.
And right
ADS, 5 seconds.
That's such a
Com's
sweady
gonna secure
round.
that one. They've
That is
left
chaotic.
Jordan inserted
2
deep
seconds
down
left for
mid, and
plant.
Demon One takes
My
contact,
God, bro.
one shot, misses it. Oh,
Wait, he's
no,
so
from
aware of
Tui.
that. How?
Recognizing that there was a
Wait,
player there.
2v2. Nah, they don't lose
being
this.
pushed as well. B main.
They don't
They're
lose
so
this.
weak.
for
They're
sure.
so weak.
They are so weak.
You got 5
This would
life.
be a massive throw though.
Recon just came back online for Com.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. The Hawk actually fucked him. He got his D.
Why did he pick that up?
Well, he didn't know they were there, and then right as he saw him, he picked it up. It was bad timing. He actually had the free kill. Take a picture?
On the board.
And Demon One takes
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
he wants candid. He wants candid.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Has Aspas been denied
He wants us to pause.
No, it's candid. It's candid. It's candid.
Oh, in such stellar fashion. If Com's going to be hitting shots like that,
Don't be weird. Don't be weird,
we'll
guys.
see
It's
him
candid.
in back-to-back matches.
Send me that, please, later.
Real performances.
All right.
It's the Jets over Mirror.
That was
I'm
that
so
was their
excited
Loud's
to
bonus.
watch
So to be
in
fair,
this
that
match
was
in
a pretty
particular.
successful bonus for them. They got 3
Demon One is
kills.
attack
And they got the up.
operator.
Yeah.
As Aspas
Now
limited to only
they
the
have the
Guardian
op on
now.
Demon. So
Surprise.
this is pretty
Utility,
alarming.
just tending to
For
push
Loud.
it away.
Good analysis,
Still
Derek.
holding it.
You commentating matches these days? I thought you just walked and talked about what you ate.
I usually just talk to chat when I'm on my own. They're very entertaining.
Ready for it, a bit of counter spam.
How's it been? How's it been commentating here?
Be careful.
It's been great. It's been really fun. I'm not gonna lie. And I think this arena's got to be. I think it might be the best one they've had in terms of like, not the crowd, but more so the arena, like the noise that's coming out of it.
Isn't it more stressful than commentating at home?
No, I think I'm chilling regardless.
Sure.
I think the crowd adds something, you know? It makes you hype.
Yeah, that's true.
I think so too. I think it's more fun because of that.
The game threes were crazy.
Yeah, yesterday was. Wow, fucking balls, bro.
Not the case.
Is that Brad Pitt next to you? Might as well be.
New jet nerfs that wouldn't work.
Oh my dome. Why did you why, bro? You had one fucking job today.
Yeah, but hey, good job, Ryan. Keep Ray strong. Keep Ray strong.
Bro, you don't know how to satchel.
Come on.
Ooh, yeah, well played. 4v2 to save. 5v2 rather to save though. Nice job. Demon One's crazy for that jump through the KO molly. Goes for the kill there.
Yeah.
Is this the only map where it's just expected to get loaded?
The Odin, yeah, it's paper walls. It's
Bomb
actually
Zagla,
one of
Demon
people's
Zagla.
biggest complaints on this map.
Yeah, they have to fix this map.
Yeah, there needs to be an
Ganda
upgrade.
man
Did you guys see about Pearl and Fracture are getting removed, and Breeze is coming back with a lot of
Oh
changes.
yeah, the mid they
Yeah, they closed off mid, they closed off cave, they closed off halls too, I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
and then
the thing is like everyone's getting nerfed, but Neon. And I love Neon.
yeah, Neon is actually a Breeze map, right?
Yes.
So, but it's more like compact and narrow now. And they also have a new map coming out, which is based in LA, called Sunset. So that's in the leaks right now.
Hashtag ad.
Attacking off.
Not even, but I wish though. I wish it was. I was actually just filming you guys to
You
see
don't
you
get
ready.
paid ever?
I get paid.
I love the little.
Not by Riot.
Oh.
This is not an ad stream.
Okay.
I do this out of the love of my heart.
Okay. It's just the love of the game. Love of the game.
Love of the game.
See if they use some utility in kind.
And also just waiting time for Jorgamo to get another
All
smoke
right,
back.
is this a buy still
that
for
you
Loud? No, they're on Eco. They have the
ensure
Bucky
there's no
out.
threat that can come from grass. It's all
Bucky
super
gets one.
discipline from EG.
Mics
so
are quiet. I would notch us up like just
on if you are Loud.
Well, they give you a volume mixer this time.
Yeah, we're
They have the
fucking
chance
we're
for
big boys.
momentum.
It looks like a
Big boys.
DJ setup, right?
It does.
Yeah.
The series
Scar thought I was
incredibly
DJing because
strong,
Lord
and
is
they
like
still-
this. He's like, damn, bro,
EG
you have a future. That was a nice slide.
The DJing with Tarek is just 5 different Drake songs.
Oh my god, I do play this. I started to realize I play the same music every day. It's a bad habit.
It's used to combat the drone.
Yo, is the Bucky good on KO?
No, I think it's just Eco, and he's just trying to play like a gimmick angle, like close up. Just catch like a.
Just to get that peace
No.
of mind. For now, it's slow and steady.
Don't let him talk to you like that. The Bucky's a great gun.
Make its way over here.
In us silver golds,
It goes hard.
it goes crazy, Tarek.
I think it always works for other people.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're flat.
No, I'm gold 3.
Oh no, you fucking bro. I was saying that you're making Coots look bad with your name. You might have to change
My
it.
own cat?
Yeah, you're making your own cat look bad.
You think my cat's like, oh, Ludwig, you're so shit at Valorant?
Yeah, exactly. Because Coots is like a Coots is a good cat.
Yeah, Coots is a baller.
Yeah, Coots is a baller, and you're just bringing his name down. You're bringing his rap street cred.
What's like a good rank for my cat? Like what?
I mean, I feel like your cat's like at least Ascendants. Yeah, Diamond Ascendant. Yeah, your cat's like an Ascendant.
It would take a lot to get Diamond.
Biggest enemy at this point.
Utah's coming through. Kawazin is repositioned.
All right,
here we go.
Explode out.
Only 2 guys inside. Jet knives are rolling in. Oh, wait 10 seconds. They got flanked. They're chilling. Knives are here though. Knives are here. The only real worry is Aspas knives, but I think they should handle it. Com's got the op, by the way. That's kind of.
Oh my god, that was
close.
This one here, they're not really risking the weapon.
I met Com's dad outside the arena, which is cool. So he's got his family supporting here.
Com's dad is here?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Waiting it out though. 2 years.
2v1. They're actually doing a lot of damage. It's already successful for Loud.
Uptrap was brain dead, right?
Did he have knives still or no?
No.
I think he was just trying to like movement. Like
it was a little greedy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he won't have that.
He won't have that. True. He only have the one.
True. Fuck.
Again. They've ruined her.
Push this one away. And 2 years.
Yeah, if you just drop it off, people grab it.
Round gets a little closer than
That's actually a good save to get the op here.
towards the end, trying to challenge two.
It was pretty successful though.
Demon
One's like, hey,
economy is
throw
still
it
in the
over here, buddy.
perfect spot, and Loud are coming
Demon
back
one looking good.
into
Ethan
their
had a
rightful
day
round.
yesterday.
They've all had moments like big. I think EG looks the best here. Straight up, EG looks the best. They choked yesterday.
Yeah, but they choked. They looked the best, and then they choked.
They choked, but I think that's like that's okay. I think that's. I don't know.
They lost
in
1v3.
I don't think they'll choke again. Yeah, the 1v3. Which was the 1v3?
It was the one on Pearl. It was I think A site, and they had the bomb.
किधर वाइट है देखो जरा ए बाय ऐड चल ना बाय
किस कंप्यूटर को कॉम किया PRX को वार्निंग ऐसे ना करो वार्निंग में W ना निकालेंगे उसका कोच ने वार्निंग
it's the rest of the team once they get that jet in a position to fight
ये वो लोग इन्फ्लुएंस हो गए थे करके ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए
heavily
grabbing each opponent as well.
They've been putting a firm emphasis when it comes to the VOD times, making sure that they saying in interviews, you know, it's part of what gave them the edge of finale. How they play certain maps where they're standing.
Only female coach
reactions are.
Finals तक जाना बनता है.
EG, the way they've been playing this attack side, I mean, with how mobile it's been, it's very difficult to get a read on them. To get a hold of them.
Mr. Awesome, very nice.
Operator here over towards catwalk.
Not quite here.
लेकिन वाला चल रहा इधर.
Yeah.
राइट से वार्निंग देना.
No armor.
किससे भी कुछ मैटर नहीं करता.
Towards Cat. Nobody going to be opening themselves up into that sight line.
PRX को कुछ बीट ही नहीं है क्योंकि PRX ने
just
चालू
about now to jump spot.
It's all good.
Good heads up from EG. Spotting out where the operator is now.
Mostly Alex ने दिया
to make the most of it.
There's a ridiculous 0 point that Ethan just threw. A lineup that goes all the way back into spawn. I assume to try and catch Killjoy,
qualify नहीं की
anti-KO setup.
Then qualify नहीं की करके हम लोग भी qualify नहीं हुए.
EG are thinking about Loud countering their
KO. को म्यूट कर और चला क्यूटी का वॉल्यूम बढ़ा.
Paranoia, but Bustio.
Bro, what?
इधर देख रहा है भाई.
Game like that?
Lol. Open towards tree.
This is a weird one from EG.
Yeah.
Overcooking things, I think, towards the A side of the map rather than just keeping it simple. Getting in their own heads about what Loud would have called coming out of the tag timeout.
They are now making their way towards plays again. Push it back, but it is less in Kawazin. They've been more consistent. The course of champs, especially with the Odin. It's had to be a rain of bullets. The dart is good. Smoke cropped up into his face. Kawazin got to pick and choose the timing to spray. Just the right time to dash forwards. Les, when does he seek to try and peek? Now is the time! 3-fall!
Ethan ने नेड क्यों नहीं डाला सिटी?
Les was an absolute monster against EG when they faced off twice in Americas. And Les has continued that monstrous performance all throughout Champions 2. You could argue one of the biggest reasons that Loud didn't perform at Tokyo was because Les was not running around destroying people. Look how hungry he is to try and take the fight. Feeds himself into the maw of Jorgamon. But that loss, they will not be too bothered about. The 3K is exactly what the doctor ordered for Loud coming out of the tag timeout when their economy was squeezed again.
Ethan cities वो डालता
How does
नेड.
he so consistently find
these spots, these timings, where Demon One's not ready, Com has utility in his hands. Yeah, Les is a really aggressive player, but the timing
तीनों में से एक के पास गन
is
नहीं था,
just
बता
such a
तुम्हें.
read on the game.
एक के हाथ में गन नहीं
There
था.
it is, brings us 3-3.
Ooh.
Plenty of ults on line driver side. That is
थोड़ा लेफ्ट में होता था ना.
where Kawazine is placed and stood. Potential there for that to go really wrong. No command. Sent flying here. Oh, no chance. Not getting past the choke point. Demon One does not step foot into the site.
No dart breakers again from EG.
The counter spam though. I mean, Kawazine getting a little bit too risky with it. A lot of damage has been done to these EG players. Look at how low they are. Ethan, Boostio. Single shot will really bring them down.
And you take that every day of the week if you're Loud. You stop them from getting into sight with an ult command. That doesn't happen every day.
While committing the ultimate there just to clear the bottom section of mid.
By shorty by
This judge is trying to tear through Ethan, Boostio, and potentially Com all of these players that have taken chip damage. It's a nice idea, but no damage done to Sara. He holds strong.
Even that, I mean, the shot down maybe just to clear the setup.
अरे
काहे हो रहा है बे?
तेरा भी?
Does he have the lineup right? Sadak needs to be pinpoint really. A bit of extra damage will also maybe get it done, but no, doesn't break it.
Yeah.
Few seconds remaining. Really softening up players on either side here. Will the side will get access to it with 20 seconds left to make their moves into the site with the spike. He's got it in his hands.
एक यूटिल से सिर्फ नेट से टूटता ना अभी.
Needs to be holding this one.
EG have been offered an opportunity by that missed KO nade, and now seek to take full
क्यों
advantage.
को ऐसा है ना सेंटर में ज़्यादा डैमेज लगता है.
Jorgamo's in quite an interesting spot here over towards B main. He can still get into a bit of an aggressive angle despite this lockdown.
It won't clear the back of the side as well. Players from EG can still sit there all the way towards the back. It only clears the section of the timing from Jorgamo. Could be absolutely everything. Flash play. Oh my God, Sadak. Almost grabbing the two here, and it is about that timing. Pure reactions into the back though. Spam through the wall will not be enough for the box as well. Tracking them all the way through Com. Right click into the classic to win the club.
www.loudjayega.com समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो? कॉम का वैल्यू. हाँ? कल से आज तक फॉर्म तो चल रहा है.
Stepping up, not just Com up at the top of the scoreboard. Having to carry them through these moments. Put this guy on ascent with Odin in hand. And he's going to be delivering huge moments.
Sexy खेला.
He has been in.
Sexy खेला.
He looks so good.
He's ready,
early on in A main though.
Loud over the top. There he checked it immediately. It's the 1-for-1. This one away, but EG.
Hello, Anki.
Aimed and granted themselves control towards this one. That's a Hunter's Fury. This is pure reactions. Off of this one attack. Onto Com. Will there be the kill? Collective. Not quite.
Very close. Com managing to dodge. Gets his own online. Com is unreal with his Sova ultimates. He has the most in the tournament so far by a long shot. And just to compare between him and Kawazine, he has about 7 times more Sova ult kills per round than Kawazine does.
7 times.
हाँ, no juice.
So, Com's very good with this ultimate if you give him an opportunity. And Loud are grouped up over towards Catwalk. If Demon One smells anything over here,
is going to set up the push.
Unless Sadak's quicker with the Bucky.
Comes the Hunter. This Uto coming their way now with the paranoia, and the dart doesn't get cleared, and here it is, yeah, the Hunter's Fury. Really pass through, and you cannot stand your ground against it. It's going to pave the way. Access towards tree control, but maybe the side as well. Still, there are Loud players ready to receive.
बंस भाई शला को कैसे लग रहा है फर्स्ट टाइम वॉच पार्टी में और हार रही है लॉर्ड डूड.
Calming down the aim there with the sheriff.
अभी कहाँ
right down now.
हार गए भाई.
Towards the round.
3-4
ये देखो.
कौन
बोला होमलेस? कौन बोला होमलेस? कौन बोला नाम बोल. किधर है?
मैं सिर्फ विनिंग टीम को सपोर्ट करती हूँ.
किधर है भाई?
कहाँ नहीं दिख रहा.
मेंबर बोला ये वाला.
Still 2 players in A main.
Here's the dash upgrade received. Got to cover the
दोस्त को
fire all the way through here. Back
बोला
towards Jenny.
जबकि वो होम के अंदर है. पॉइंट ये है. ये तो हेट वाली बात हुई.
Did even know where his targets were.
ये तो होम मोर हो गया क्योंकि उसका खुद का भी होम है प्लस किसी और का होम में भी है होम मोर हो गया होम लेस कैसे हो सकता है बताओ
playing against Loud when both of these Jet players are in excellent form. Aspas was
it's not
dunking on
please
Fnatic
remember ध्यान रखें
in that match that we saw just earlier, and Demon One's been the highest performing player at Champions, still leading the way in terms of kill per round. Demon One wasn't even activated to his top level at Tokyo. When EG went for a run into the grand finals, they didn't have Demon One performing on, going on all cylinders. This time though, he's ready and awoken. The timing just missed.
He's going to be kicking himself with that one.
Com gets away with it.
इसमें आगे पीछे नहीं होता reaction.
Instantly repositions to the top side of mid now, smoke in their face though, on top of it. It's really quite difficult to get a read in terms of what EG are running. The drone not broken.
I like this turret though as well from Les. Look how deep it is and how much info it gets over towards A main. And it's going to allow both initiators to play over towards B, which is a bit of an unusual setup.
Flash is just
metadar game
bullets are fired, they know.
You all around
targets now from EG.
पांच जन को वहां पे ब्लाइंड लगा पांच ने गोली मारा
Sanak missing a jump here. He's not going to be in position to use util.
That's good information as well. They now know that Demon One is here.
No command.
That's arguably a little early, but it was also
जो
time
हद
with
के
the
ज्यादा
use
तभी
his
बता
0
के
point.
जाते हैं क्या
He's left this push into mid. Com doesn't win it. For sound cue or not, Aspas was just aware. Landing the necessary shot up towards Cat now. This is a pivot and attempt straight forwards, but are they going to clear close to the side? Less still tucked. And well, it's all patience being played, ripping them apart. Jormo, he barrels through main. Demon One's trapped though. Aspas got it right in his sights. One player left to do the most with Jormo in a 1v3.
भाई aim तो है इसका
करेगा मेरे को लग रहा है time is on his side.
नहीं करेगा possible
एमएन वाला वो है बीट
नहीं एमएन वाला मारेगा आराम
Loud really does
फिर भी नहीं कर
into this one kill.
Oh nice try.
Didn't trade it though. So Loud really good with the discipline. It's one of the
कौन
things they've
मार
been
सकता था
carrying forward in
लेकिन
this tournament.
ऊपर को
And I think they needed this win. This round, absolute necessity for them. They couldn't afford their economy to get
यार
broken
हारते तो यार 7-3 होता था यार
And you talked about earlier the fact that Loud's defensive rounds have not been to the same level as we've seen in previous years. In 2022, they felt utterly untouchable.
मेन प्रॉब्लम वो है जो एंगल चेक नहीं करते ना वहाँ पे बैठते ना वो
This has
ज़्यादा
been a different
प्रॉब्लम
story with Loud. It's recently been a map that they've had a revival on.
ब्लाइंड भी अच्छा दिया था
But they're going to need pretty much the rest of the rounds in this half to feel comfortable.
Still money available on either side.
Demon One committing
अबे
heavily.
वहाँ पे लड़का लोग भी है वहाँ पे ऑडियंस में
Some days he said he's not
कोई
feeling
है
it, but today,
यार वो कैमरामैन
part
को
of the game
इंटरेस्ट
plan,
नहीं है उधर
or whether he feels like he has a hot hand, he's been playing with it a lot.
Might be one of those days. Now the drone's not broken again.
BO3 BO5 BO5
Can spot this lineup as well. It's going to be landing onto the alarm bot.
ये क्या है
Placement for it.
मिड में शॉक डट मार के
Doesn't get broken.
मैं भी यूज करूंगी
Yeah, it's a little deeper than you might expect where Les has put his alarm bot. And Les has been pretty creative with his killjoy utility.
क्या मिड के
Prior round he was set up over towards A.
बर्बाद करने के लिए
Very good
Alarm bot के
information
लिए,
allowed him
लेकिन
to
टूटा
target
नहीं।
what had done and switch and win the round.
उसने पीछे लगाया
EG now grouping up over towards A. And they've actually swapped off the operator. So look, Comms picked that one up. Demon One, with rifle in hand, looking to entry. Now, this looks like they're waiting for the second cycle of the 0 point to avoid that. But it gets used over towards B. So now with no utility there to identify that EG is set up for an A stack.
Have to expect this. I mean, Aspas is
You're
the
going
one.
to go for it.
Yeah, he's got to lock this down. But here we go. Flash over the top. That's a great connection. Tucked to the corner, but already you can see Demon One. He's into the side. Dash to try and escape the updraft. The movement is very, very clean. That's Sanak. Takes a peek at the timing. The dart not being broken in time. It really does light up the targets. Enough for Demon One to be taken care of. Drone double tagged up. Nothing for the players to do through that choke point. They have been bogged down with 15 seconds remaining. It's going to have to be brute force. It's the attempt from EG if they want to have a go at this one. All the way through.
Oh.
Boostio, but again, with the trade. Kill confirmed still into the site plan.
Crucial kill
He's
miss
stuck
किया
down now. Ethan is on an island. He needs Com's help, but Com just holding down this one avenue, and he's only got the operator. Inevitable for Loud.
Too sharp.
लीड अच्छा था लीड अच्छा था
There were a couple of moments towards the end there where EG's players are in positions to maybe get a 2K. Specifically, Boostio played in by Ethan's jiggling over towards A main, and yet couldn't make it happen. The trade, excellent from Les. And then winning the 1v1 against Ethan too. When Les is hitting like this, when he's up at the top of the scoreboard, he just turns even situations so heavily in favor of Loud and can rescue them from spots that otherwise would fall by the wayside. Loud have recovered this. It's up to 5 apiece.
Friend by
and
friend
EG themselves forced to take a tactic.
Maybe cook up something a little bit cheeky. They have a Blade Storm talking about if they do want to fully invest, I imagine, into the round.
But you just have a gut feeling or some kind of anti-strat that works perfectly, and you get blowout maps. Those may come later on in this series.
Very back
and forth. Loud starting to recover. Though even if they take the lead, this will be a good half for EG. 5 on the attack side of Ascent. More than enough.
Starts up quite well. Their map pick. That's pass once more. Watching down mid. From Com. If he tucks into this corner. Oh. Actually not managed to get over the top there, so it won't clear deep into Pizza. Aspas can be safe tucked into that corner.
Demon 1 caught on that, but it's ambiguous information. Not sure whether he's taking that pick over towards Catwalk or in A main. Either way, the Jet is leaning towards finding picks over on the A side of the map. So Loud are going to keep 3 players in that area with Less's utility.
Thank you for the membership.
This time the flash. It's all supposed to be coordinated together to maybe earn EG a pick. Nice idea.
Very rare that you see the mistiming of Ethan and Demon 1.
Smoke's fading though. Close to the corner. Sadak waiting. Lovely knife. Blade Storm's not available for them anymore. And I mean, EG just losing the war of attrition here. And they try and use this utility.
30 seconds
left. The weaker buy, of course, Loud are going to be able to outpace them most of the times. They're trying to set this one up now like it's a fake. Shot hits, Boostio. It's weak. Aspas didn't have to use the dash to get out of there. TP towards the back now, Jorgamo. Access towards the side. It's going to be calling this for the team, but time is of the essence, and the spike has not made its way towards it. How do they get through this choke point? 10 seconds. They have to try and get in. There is no damage really being done. Ethan starting to get a plan down now. Positioning for EG. Could pay off massively. Boostio.
No hit.
He's tucked to the corner now, just playing that backstab roll. 2 players also into B main.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you, favorite.
Down will push them back. No detainments though. Boostio can't land the shots now. He's been spotted out. There has to be a clearance from Loud into B main. Team 1 holding the close corner, but as the smoke fades, the damage is done. Aspas now escaping the shins. He's still alive in the action here, but it's a player disadvantage, and it is massive right now. Loud being picked apart, pulled to pieces from every single avenue. This is a round win for EG. They have done the most.
Save किया वो लोग ने.
The final 2 players on EG. Aspas and Tui's just never even able to get into that round. What a beautiful Omen TP there from Jorgamo to be able to set up this entire pivot. There is so little time on the clock, but as soon as he cements himself into the back B site and smokes off spawn, that allows the avenue for the rest of his team to flood in, and confidence that Loud have not got an anchor on site. They had one gap there in their defensive setup, and EG exploited it to win the MasterCard Thrifty. Different lineup this time from Com. And it does take the alarm bot down.
हो सकता है लेकिन थोड़े टाइम बाद
The threat over towards B main. He's been using these.
कल लेकिन क्या सेक्सी था ना एक बार टीबैक क्या सीधा पट से मैं पार गया
matches as well is what it feels like. Defaulting into the judge game, play close to the corner. This is so damn hairy. Shotgun, so many targets, but no one
नहीं कर रहा था इतनी नहीं कर
पूरा वाइड
is cancelled out here. Aspas takes a peek towards Jogamo. Top mid taken out. The site's going to be gained once more for EG.
पिक किया उसने को है क्या देखो
Boostio, once he gets his plant down, is going to be in a position where he has lockdown available. So you see him deploy it here. What's the decision for Loud? Do they want to go forwards or backwards?
You have to go for it here. Almost lining up. Team in one. Up drafted over it. Bullets raining down, but he does survive for but the moment. Tucked in. Shot dart. Does not bring him down. You've got to respect the lockdown back towards the side, but Com is given the most perfect of timings. The most perfect of timings. Just walking up on them. And Loud are feeling all the emphasis. The pressure now from the time just running down. Short over and around. No more kills. They are not turning around to face him. His last few rounds putting on a masterclass.
5-7 good.
What an excellent way of stopping Loud after they got the momentum to make this a close half. 7-5 with EG in the lead. And their attack side calling has been fantastic.
भाई मैं आज डांस के मूड में हूँ लेकिन मेरे को कोई नचा नहीं सकता क्योंकि प्रेडिक्शन 4 baby.
But EG recently with their approach.
ए भाई कुछ भी बोल बे. कहाँ से कहाँ तक आ गया ना EG? ये लोग का जो फर्स्ट मैच हम लोग ने देखा था कैसा था बे इतना शेकी
टक्कर दिया मतलब समझ लो ना
तू समझा क्या
कितना चिल्ला करेगा ना उधर
calm by himself. He has to be supported by the rest of the team. Demon 1 was fairly absent yesterday on that ascent map. Today, he is roaring to the front. A star-studded performance from him thus far.
And beyond that, the calling from EG in that half was incredible.
double
fakes, leading it down to just a few seconds left on the clock. Winning those then simplifies the rounds. They get that one time out through another adaptation. EG's attack sides are world class, and with 7-5 outwinning the pistol round, it's going to be really tough for Loud to do the same.
Yeah, well, we're going to see how this all
पूरा
shakes up as we get ready for the pistol.
बहुत सारे ऐसे teams improve होते हुए दिखे हैं. EG उसमें से
एक है. Be focused onto this one here now. EG when they're on the defensive side of a
Fnatic का बहुत dicey दिख रहा था game.
Paperex who, you know, really exploited the tree hold, the cat hold as well. Rapid on the approach, squeezing those players over towards A.
ये improve करते हुए दिख रही है. लोग जीत सकते हैं championship.
EG have corrected it. Looks likely.
लेकिन PRX का advantage है ना, ये लोग पूरा BO5 बैठ के देख रहे हैं.
From EG. Like Ethan and Demon 1 want to fight this. Oh my god, what a shot to open.
Okay.
What a way to announce
पहला round में off कैसे दिया इसको?
Instant jet differential.
Yeah, you're going to be feeling that one for days. He is ringing.
And there is so much more of this match, so much more of this head-to-head left to go.
Pistol है यार.
Now the catwalk hold is going to be pressured slightly.
Want to push off this? Okay, Utopia broken here. The timing on that.
Nice.
Impeccable. Two players left standing for Loud.
Blind भी इनके पास.
Taking a ton of damage. There is no time wasted.
ये क्या अकेला गुस्सा ये? Hello. ये क्या है ये?
Awesome round. Both teams having a good pistol on defense where they designed to collapse mid. This one off the back of contact, and that triggers a recon dart from Com. It was flown from so far away, right back towards the heaven window, landed over in tiles and set up for this push. But it's all open by that exceptional Sheriff shot as well from Demon 1. Again, best statistical player of the tournament so far, Demon 1, and showing no signs of slowing down, even against an Aspas who played phenomenally against Fnatic. Aspas was plus 20 against Fnatic. And Demon 1's doing stuff like that to him.
Both monsters in their own right.
Tibon, मेरे को सच्ची लगता है एक तेरा एक पिकाचू वाला एक आईडी है कसम से YouTube पे एक पिकाचू वाला आईडी है टिबोन का 101%.
Julo.
Towards B, turret spots them. Oh, as soon as the orb is taken, that shot down. A lot of damage.
And the second one too.
Tons of damage.
And look, Com might have just won this round already. It's just softened up all of the players that would be a threat, that are trying to take aggressive positions.
Out on their eco. And the game plan they have in mind, honestly, is to try and farm up these orbs as well. Looks like they're funneling them into Sadhak. They still have A main control. I mean, 2 years disrespected that earlier into the round. He's just been holding on to it since.
Working their way down mid. Who's the
टाइम पे वो ब्लाइंड देख रहा है तू? ब्लाइंड देख रहा है?
ऐसा आया
भाई क्या राउंड निकाला बे?
Damage has been done prior. You have to think it should be
rupees acting means.
तेरे को
solve for EG.
Reload वाला नहीं है?
नहीं.
These players might be getting squeezed though soon enough.
Especially with
तेरे को आया reload एक बार?
He's really isolated. He can't afford to be positioned particularly.
If this gets cleared, might be a
3,
dangerous moment.
2, 1.
Backs towards it. So many chances. Kawazine. Tag as well with the dart. A lot of damage done towards the back of the site. Needs to be a bit of a bailout now. Some help and assistance. Con, lovely flash. Gotta appreciate that one, Ethan. The supplementary utility from this guy.
भाई याद रखना सिर्फ फेंकने का है ऊपर से.
भाई ये स्टिंगर क्या वैंडल जैसे चलाते हैं भाई.
And the best supported player in the world shows you
याद रखना भाई सिर्फ फेंकने का एक ऊपर से.
And excellent stuff from the bottom of the scoreboard. From downtown, throwing the flashes.
क्या टाइमिंग है?
That was a pretty aggressive position for Boostio, and it looked dangerous there for a moment too. You know,
it's time for some 69 curse.
He could have easily been taken down, and suddenly there's no opportunity for Ethan to throw that supportive utility even for. It's also taken a lot of the sting out of this bonus.
4-9 रहता तो problem नहीं होता था यार, 4-10 होता था. लेकिन 5-9 is always 69 curse.
Both of these squads have very different ideas about how to approach their attack side. Loud going for these 4-1 approaches where Let's is the only player towards the B side of the map. And Loud will hard focus on winning A main control at all costs.
Very
best of 5.
Think about it. Investment of the guns, the rifles that they've got in their hands, EG.
Wait, KJ का सारे deactivated है क्या?
Pure bonus round for them.
नहीं.
Looks like they're setting up as well, just the stack over towards A, giving up a lot of space. Inherently, not holding it close towards tree.
कुछ info नहीं मिला इसको.
The drone through mid continues to allow that alarm bot and turret actually to gather info towards mid and towards B, and that's led 4 players to stack on the defense side on A.
They're not worried.
They're not at all, and this is every piece of utility they're throwing indicates that this is going to be an A split straight into these 4 defending players.
Drone through players off the back of it. Ethan was a flash ready and waiting. Bit of time to strike now. Players starting to really move through here. The dart wasn't cleared though. Counter utility still being used all the way through. Push forwards. There was that flash. Ethan is in their faces all the way through. Team of 1. Nasty with it. Can't reset it enough for the Sheriff shot though. Can't play the second still. Plan has to go down now. 11 seconds remaining, won't be anything to push this one back here. Still, maybe Com just thinking, okay, get the rifle. Cheeky little prize. Does he still want to make a go?
And by the look of it, EG still have enough money to buy the damage that you can inflict upon Loud. Makes this a better and better bonus. And this is likely to be the area.
Guys, thank you for the memberships.
was playing it smart. We did just see a clutch the other day from Com where he made the big wrap around on Ascent.
Com is never not flanking.
Yeah.
In the wise words of Mimi.
But it's about his, how agile he plays it. He messes with your internal clock, the timings of your brain.
Look at how good this is from Loud, though. They smoke behind them over towards A main. They've got a 0 point out forwards to make sure that he's not hiding somewhere aggressively for them. They get a clean exit where Com can't inflict any more damage. This is going to take us into our first rifle round. Aspas and Kawanzin, I would imagine, looking to buy up around the guns that were saved there. It's this recon dart, honestly, that ends up taking all of the danger out of things. Ethan was ready to flash these players in. And yet they got caught. That's a good utility appreciator.
तू वो एटीट्यूड नहीं देख रहा है क्या उसमें गिर जाएगा
Me when I see people
क्या बोलते हैं इसको मिलेनियल
Yeah, exactly. Cautious tail.
वो ऐसा था ना
Love to play it slow.
Sadak, though, benefiting from the fact that he was loaded with ult orbs early on in this half. Now has his null command online, really quite early. This is a big round. And he's instantly taken A main control. Loud have these explosive fights sometimes around the extremities. This could be a re-clear though from EG. Yeah, the flash in.
Yep. Flash in, Chogamo. No connection, no kills.
What I like about this too is it makes it much less likely from Loud's position that they recognize Demon One is also here with the operator. You know, why would you be going for a flash re-clear of A main if the op is right behind you?
Chaos spot ho gaya.
Yeah, that is where Demon One's posted. And I love the position that Demon One has taken right now, anticipating them backing up and going into an A split, which Sadak loves to call, but this time, the IGL from Loud moving into B.
It's EG though, playing fully aware of the no command. Wait, I mean, look at this. Boostio's position. Deep tuck back, he's not going to be cleared out, he's not going to be suppressed, so all that util is going to be left to help Com. Dart's dealt with as well, given the perfect timing as well as they start to come through, and there's the nano swarms. He can dead them again because there's no suppression. Paranoia into the you see the same supportive utility to help him out. There were flashes. Set flying, but Com wasn't aware of it. The stairs position taken. Again, barely just getting in there with enough time to really do it. Still EG. It ain't going to straight shot. Team of one.
Don't know how that one hits.
Ridiculous.
By angle with sexy.
Nice spot for Aspas to play high lows with the rest of the team, but there's nobody from Loud in B main.
Yep.
They're all grouped up on site.
And that is critical.
ये backside net करेगा और Omen blind है.
To really make the most of this one. Into the retake, this high ground position, all he needs.
Paranoia.
Omen का blind. 3 जन को.
Multiple players now fully blinded up. Close to the corner.
3 जन blind.
Kawazin, 1v2, 1v1 tonight.
ये घर पे शर्लॉक घर पे.
Takes things home for EG.
घर पे शर्लॉक.
Diligent retake.
वापस बाहर जाके घर पे जाओ.
Post-blind positions there on site. Yes, they don't have anybody tucked towards logs or market or B main, but in terms of the spots you could play on site, I really like what they were going for. And most of that setup got ruined.
बहुत प्यारा blind दिया है रोमन ने.
It just sails through. Player close gets caught by hit. Aspas gets caught by hit on his higher setup. Breaks those crossfires.
3 बंदे blind दिए थे. कैसे वो लोग हारेंगे?
Nice, let's go.
Yay, let's go, let's go. Hashtag OP. Yay.
For the coach. Flash and a recon. Towards back. Ethan is disrespecting all of this. I mean, there's no connection there with the darts. So he just removes the turret out nice and early. Sets up Demon One again with the operator. Meanwhile, Loud, they're exploring into middle.
Demon One is so deep. He looks like he might be about to make contact.
Thank you.
One less. Spotted him first. Damage done, no kill.
Yep.
अच्छी थी flash पे.
Boostio's utility looks ready to
try
hold that space.
तू अन्ना को बोलेगा.
But now he's had to burn it early and he gets caught. A random sheriff shot takes down the killjoy and removes that lockdown, which EG would have been hoping to use for a retake. They still have an ult command to work with. Ethan could be vital here. But Demon One will probably have to trade off the op with somebody else.
Omen smoke, Omen blind के ult. कर सकते retake लोग.
Go either way, any direction. Maybe just down to the positioning here of these players spamming. Bang angles.
Blind आने वाला heavy.
One. He's found the rifle now. Time will really begin to start ticking.
Especially when Cowan has this Hunter's Fury at all times.
Yeah, and he is just really just all the more time for them. TP denied. Here with the rifles as well. The angles are all.
भाई smoke में मार दिया भाई.
So much more to do, but he just came up to it, lit up.
पूरा zone में मारा पता है.
Right through the floor.
भाई smoke में मारा उसने दो.
And all of that
तीन
coming down,
बंदे
I
तो
think, to the
smoke
fact
में
that
मारे
Busio
around.
A sheriff shot through a smoke.
दिखे भी नहीं.
Spammed back
वो
towards
क्या
him.
मटका?
And he doesn't have his ultimate that they really needed for the retake. Look, that's done to EG's economy too.
वो अच्छा shot.
How does this shot happen?
ये देखिए क्या है ये?
Talk about perfect one.
बोलो.
I've definitely noticed with EG, and Bustio's talked about it in press conferences too, that when he has bad games individually, his calling also suffers. Now, he hasn't had a bad game in this match so far, but we saw him in the game against PaperX calling himself a disappointment and a fraud for going -24 in the series. You need to make sure that he's having good moments, not getting caught out.
उससे क्या मिलेगा?
Keep
उसने
the
जो
calling
fake
high.
किया.
Mental
Sound आएगा
check. Okay, EG. Very disrespectful. Only with the classics, of course, just trying to brute force their way, taking out A main control. Here's the response though, Loud. Spotting it out, close to the corner though is Com. There's gonna be a flash to clear it. Lovely bit of util now. So players waiting to receive. EG over the top now with a Blade Storm. Not really spotted here. It's a jump and spot. It's the bait.
Yeah.
Oh my God, disgusting.
It's a great idea.
Love
to see it. How many knives did Demon 1 just expend there?
Run in, thank you, the 29.
That's still alive. Round to the corner, 2 years, shuts it down. Not danger, no chance of a real trade. And Jogamo, there was danger there. He had the rifle, paranoia, flying through. Bustio only on 20 health. Not much he can do in this. At this point, just playing for the exits, but really the money is booming for Loud.
Sadak, though, was forced to use his ultimate in the midst of this round, and I think you can count that
LOL.
as a win. You can count that as some small victory. Some silver lining for evil geniuses. Still 2 rounds up, and now have fairly good ultimates.
Next round कॉम का भी अल्ट आ जाएगा. यार ऑफ चाहिए वेडिमन 1 का sexy दिखता है.
Specifically good retake ultimates too. Against what Loud are going to be throwing at you.
Loud जीतेगा अभी. Loud का attacking strong है. लेकिन Loud का ना वो था ना. Loud का था ना strat.
Putting double nano swarms and alarm bot, defending that tree space so that he can use lockdown in the retake over towards A. It doesn't work as well when teams like to run A splits on you though, and that's what Sadak loves calling those.
Drone and a knife. Team 1. Allowed to play towards mid here.
Here's early catwalk pressure already. Only 15 seconds into the round. Bustio would like to hold on to this setup.
Triggering the turret just to see if there was a util trap play off of it. Alarm bot on top of it. So that's all the Killjoy utility removed.
Very early on, within the first 30 seconds. And that's going to be very helpful for Sadak as well as he builds an identity and a map in his head of what the defensive setup is like.
Just from breaking it, look at the EG players' positions now. All collected over towards A, anticipating that that's where the hit might come through. And the reason for that as well is just Demon 1 this entire time has been holding down this B angle, but it's not to be received with a flash in his face. Will the peak timing be good enough? He's not going to be able to get out of there in time as well. Paranoia comes out of nowhere, near-sided, dashing even deeper into B main, using the smokes, trying to use the and here's the help, surely.
30 seconds left.
Even to the side.
मैंने टीपी मारा है, उनको पता है कि नहीं.
Into the side there, nade at their feet, just trying to avoid it, dodge past it. To the back of it though, they are walking into a blender. The kills need to be claimed right now for Loud all the way through here, and well, it's less. Is the one who's got them all in the blender, but still it's Jogamo at the back of the site, anchoring at that position.
10 seconds
left. Not a chance in hell. Jogamo will not let this one slip. Beautiful.
ये बंग में आपका सपोर्ट किसको है? देखो देखो EG. मतलब मालूम पड़ जाएगा कौन जीतेगा क्योंकि जिसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है आप उसको ओपोनेंट.
When you look at the way that EG's defense is set up in this round, it feels from the minimap like it's only Demon 1 towards B, but there is always that constant ability for Jorgamo to get into backside and reinforce this whole position. And as soon as there's somebody anchoring in that spot, it makes the supportive utility from Com and Ethan so much stronger too. Very nice setup from EG. You can tell that both of these teams are expertly prepped.
Yeah, Puchik on the best. It's me at best.
For Loud.
But Puchik on the best. It's me at best.
Immense credit. Demon 1.
Punks boy, na karo.
करने को.
सड़क
to that task of taking down Fnatic at Tokyo, and Loud come into this match as the Dragon Slayers, returning to face EG, battle worn, but also with a trophy that should strike fear into the hearts of every squad that goes up against them. Oh yeah. We are the team that took down the favorites, and yet EG, right from the start, have shown the confidence to bring it to Loud and never play scared at any point.
Left Navi.
Form has been such a factor. A lot of matches that we've been seeing. Oh my goodness! There's a punish.
That's a big right there.
Drone down.
Bhai, बहुत insane था बे.
But it was a flash dart and it sets it up with the Odin spam.
These ideas are so good from EG.
कुछ भी नहीं कर पाए
Stolen,
बे.
refined, perfect. Demon 1 in an off angle, but dealt with.
From cult
Orthodox 1. Flash plays all about. He couldn't see anything. Hunter's Fury is gone. So salvage the situation. At least help them out, but. Okay, 2 players left standing. Boosty actually going to be committing the ult now. Trying to clear out this smoke. Fades away towards the side. Is he going to expect Aspas? Door needs to be broken. Reload inside. Everybody's got the knives under util. It's an absolute disaster.
Lol.
Boosty looking to put pressure on and had his own lockdown broken in the meantime.
इसलिए अभी बंग्स भाई एक चाय आज सुबह एक्शन हो गया. मेरे तरफ से आज बहुत देर तक जागना होगा इसलिए love you यार.
He's got the right read.
Yeah, 2 years ice cold, doesn't shift his position. Does he really make a play for this? That's a heavy face, and look at Loud, they are immediately on it. Smell blood underwater. Chasing him down.
यार Demon 1 ने नहीं मारा बे थोड़ा भी. इस शॉट पे एक भी किल मारता ना heavy combo होता था.
The ideas from EG in this round are excellent. I mean, right from the opening pick, but even then, when there was more tree pressure coming through, we had a Paranoia comboed with the Hunter's Fury to be able to clean up the aggression coming through from Loud in multiple waves. And yet Loud was still able to hold their ground and frag through it.
मेरे को मालूम था वॉच पार्टी. थोड़ा पिएंगे आज.
A great example of Loud being able to
लाइक करने बोलो चैट क्या करो. ओ फक मैं भूल जाता हूँ लाइक करो यार. 8K वाचिंग 8K लाइक्स करो. ज़्यादा कुछ वो नहीं है अपना ख्वाहिश. समझ रहे हो? फिर मैच 2 तक अपन 10K कर लेंगे. फिर 3 में 15, फिर 20, 25. बेस्ट ऑफ 5 तक 25 कर सकते हैं.
North American
लाइक करने बोलो बोलो अभी जस्ट बोलो. ये लेट्स गो कौन बोला पॉटर का हो
way back, trying to equalize in this map. The round lead that EG have is
close gap है 10-11
and away.
Last time EG were on an eco, they stacked 4 players over towards A. And they just had Com and Boostio's utility watching the rest of the map. It looks like a very similar setup here again.
Smoking a Paranoia. The Lee being held here. Demon 1's the only one with the right
yeah.
Don't expect that one. He's been playing a lot of these off angles. Does he really go for more? I mean, a dash is activated. Might feel like he has to get something done with it, but no, just using it to reposition here. Loud.
उसके पास था पहले से.
Bit of a noise bait. Running away. Vacuuming up the space once more into A main. Drone close to the corner. That's a seeking attempt to punish. I gotta respect it.
Blind.
It's being watched for. Loud still want to go for this. Yes, they do. Rush over the top here with the Paranoia. Hunter's Fury as well, clearing all the way through here. There's really no emphasis being placed on this. They have to take the site. On top of it,
blind था उसके पास.
Clearing out into the corner. Still, Demon 1 is active. He's still got the right forward. 9 bullets left though. No more dash to really evade. Capture. He's brought down.
Com scrambling, frenzy in hand, trying to pick up the pieces. But Loud have done this work.
एक वहाँ पे ही रह के ना blind फेंक के फिर pick करना था यार.
The triple face.
अच्छा दावा.
Not given an inch, given no quarter.
सीधा मौत दिख गया है उनको.
Loud draw ever closer to tying this one up. The attack sides from both of these teams have been called beautifully.
Yeah.
I think EG's defense has had more layers to it than Loud's, and yet Loud is still managing to avoid all of these problems that are thrown at them.
I completely agree. These halves have mirrored each other, honestly, as well, which is the pistol round wins going in one direction, but you know the gun rounds when it gets down to it.
एक और को मारना पड़ेगा यार, Demon मार रहा है.
A better read.
अभी मार रहा है.
You want to talk about mirrors? The IGL picking up the judge. We saw Sadak in the first half, and now Boostio has gone for the same kind of play over towards Tree. This does seem like the kind of area where Boostio is likely to get action.
Flash is going to connect though. Here's it coming.
Flash with Hickman.
Dodges it. Jump spot! That is nasty! Not even nasty from Sadak actually, under the pressure of that one. Making the trade happen.
Who does the trade favor though at the end of the day? Sure, you get rid of the attack side jet, but also all of that killjoy utility is down on A.
And they push Sadak into this deep position, tucked towards Tree.
I think it's a very nice spot for Sadak to call from. Les, however, is way off script.
With his knife. Is there going to be a flash reclear here? Wants to play. EG going to try and cook something up.
Here goes Ethan.
Yeah. Oh, on the other side of the map. Okay, Sadak going for a flash of his own. What timing is taken still? Back towards the smoke. Watching. Bit messy.
So now where do you go? Do you go towards Les on B? Do you try to commit to A? There's 30 seconds.
Not really at the answer, but I mean, definitely getting the kills. Space was gained. Les. Making a run towards mid here, just to try and hold this one back. Demon 1, he's seeking to also adapt and try and play fluidly.
Oh boy, usko backup dena hai.
Where's the spike? It's dropped down right there, Nate. Close to the corner. He's getting away with murder. 10 seconds to 1v1 and the doors in his face. Obstacles abound. Kawazine, you gotta break it. And Ethan, he's won it out.
Oh shit!
Unreal.
Oh boy, almost throw kar diya tha Ethan ne. सारे मिलकर थ्रो कर रहे हैं. EG भी थ्रो कर रहा है, Loud भी थ्रो कर रहा है, दोनों मिलकर एक साथ थ्रो कर रहे हैं. कैसे? दोनों टीम एक साथ कैसे थ्रो कर सकते हैं?
For some kind of A split, but wanted to leave Les over on B to see if he could work the magic, and they decided because time was so low to rotate through mid, the only area where Demon 1 and Ethan could have had any impact on the rotate. But they didn't feel confident enough going full through spawn. I mean, thankfully, Sadak doesn't seem too bothered by it. All smiles on his face.
Thrower bracket.
But they've allowed EG to get up to map point.
Language.
When it seemed like Loud
would... language.
Match like this, the best of 5, it's going to be a marathon, but small moments certainly add up. Here comes Sadak, popping his ultimate, looking to try and right the wrongs, heading into round 23.
Can make all the difference here. Let it fly now, let it loose with the util sailing forwards, but the guns, it's all about how they reign supreme. Aspas wants to lead the charge here, trying to resurrect it. Aspas, he's essentially on an island. He doesn't have help from his team, and he's still holding the back knives. Out, in charge now, Demon 1. Seek to even it up ever so slightly. EG might be on the cusp of winning the map, but Loud are just back into this with a vengeance here. Tucked up onto the box, Aspas, he's low, he's trying to take the fight right to him. Brings him down though, Dart is there, and there's the wall back damage, all being done. Com.
Siricon मारा भी उसने और जाएगा वाला
2v3 though. You have to try and get these Loud players out of the positions they are tucked into this post plant. So hard to remove smoke. So awkward, so difficult. Demon 1 would have to have hit a worldie, but no. It's all less containing.
आयो मन हर बार मर रहा है यार ये हर बार.
हाँ वो blind भी नहीं देख पा रहा ना. Blind भी नहीं देख पा रहा.
After letting one round slip away, they came in with fire.
Oh boy.
भाई ऐसा मारेगा तो करेगा भी क्या पे वो? क्या मारा? भाई Recon सबसे sexy था. Recon में MVP
in his own skill, his own talent, to be able to pull him through. And Les also with 3 following up on that space that Aspas had created for him. Les has 25 kills right now across 23 rounds.
DX वाले आवडतात आणि करते जेव्हा 3K 4K येतं ना तेव्हा चांगलीच बोलते ती बाई. DX च्या माको मध्ये ना माकोचा व्ह्यू दाखवत आणि तेव्हा ऐकू येतं ते काहीतरी चांगलंच बोलते एकदम. कोण? हा ते तर आहे. काय माहिती त्यांच्या भाषेत दिसेल काय आपल्याला माहिती.
Round of regulation.
यार बेचारा टॉप फ्रैगर को गन नहीं दिया.
कंफर्म है ना उल्टे?
If EG
किल
want to
अल्ट
get
है
value
होना
out
तो
of
चाहिए
a
कंफर्म.
scrappier buy, I love the idea of going for
Easy
something
OT है,
aggressive in A
लेकिन
main. It doesn't always have to be fighting it at the very start of the round. You could lure Loud in and give them A main control and then try and fight with a reclear strategy.
भाई कुछ तो
But it
होने
seems like
वाला
EG
है.
have a similar idea to me.
लेकिन सोवा इतना पीछे क्यों खेल रहा है? अल्ट मारना है.
For this last round, they bought up entirely. Just trying to disrespect them. It's a flash play along with the dart as well. They're all lit up, but they don't really have the guns to get this done. Maybe with rifles, could have spammed a couple of these players, but it's just contained. Storm was weathered by Loud. They waited out and they regained control of A main themselves. This time with ultimates. Packing a decent punch here, locked down.
Ethan still has a flash for this. They could try and go aggressive again. No, the drone is going to dissuade Demon 1. He's forced to pull back.
There are gaps here towards the lockdown. Into the back of the side. There's entertainment though. Jogamo, he's up close. To leave inside of his own smoke here. Working rings around him, but Ethan, he will fall. From the back. It's all onto Demon 1, but he just cannot hit the shots. Sheriff in his hands, needs to make the most of it. But Loud, complete dominance, completely in control.
भाई Loud जीतना तो चाहिए बे.
Inevitability. We will be going to OT here. Bustio. Gonna try for it, doing so much, but really just shut down. So 12 to 12.
Jogamo का blind run किधर है? उसने तो अल्टी मार दिया उससे अच्छा.
With everything on the line, going to overtime.
उसने distract करने के लिए सिर्फ अल्टी मारा यार.
They were up 11-6 to Paper X and lost a few
Retake blind अच्छे
clutches
तेरे,
to
लेकिन
let
ऐसे
them
push
back
पे वो
into the
blind ही
game.
नहीं मार पा रहा.
It feels like another one that they might be letting slip away.
Time out आएगा क्या?
11-8 the scoreline at one point.
हाँ? LA वाले से हाँ. पण दोन्ही अमेरिकामध्ये आहे भाई. अमेरिका वाले स्पेसिफिक होणार आहे. कोण? कर्नाटका.
So far back, ready to catch. I mean, by the look of it,
deserving है भाई.
Demon 1 as he was dashed towards
हारता नहीं देख
stairs.
सकता मैं इसको.
The way that Les has put
मेरे
his
को मालूम पड़ा आज
utility,
Saturday
seems
पता
like they
क्यों?
want to double anchor really deep
मेरे
on
को
B.
call आया था.
Skipping a hop for Com, gets himself into that position here. Fight. Ooh, it's the bullets exchange. Kawazin.
बच गया
He's hoping to
क्या?
follow up on it. No one falls though.
Alarm bot broken. Les, as after he takes a little bit of a prod towards B main, is now in a very, very passive position over towards B. They don't have a turret, they don't have alarm bot, they have no information. And that's going to make every other part of the map a lot weaker.
Nice paranoia, but sidestepping the void. Aspas. Too much room to overcome. Those two players just sitting there. 2 years now. He's tucked into hell. Could he beat a backstab? Could he beat a knife that really hurts them? But no.
Huggy.
Shut down removed. It is pure desperation. You see it on Loud's face. The way they're playing this one. Not together, not ever so
वो
slightly.
नहीं मार पाया बे, वो नहीं मार पाया.
EG once more.
वो नहीं मार पाया यार.
Taking our first map.
क्विज मार देता था ना एक को.
These attacking rounds
हो जाता.
continue to be
उसका
excellent
blind
for
भी
EG.
off time हो गया.
They need to be
Kill
able
भी
to
नहीं
put
ले
something up on the
पाया.
other side as well. Great isolation onto Aspas.
क्या मारा था.
And they just get their players in great positions, completely holding and dominating these.
जीते हैं वो लोग भड़वे बचेंगे.
But Loud now with an opportunity to respond, and their attack sides have also been great. They put a heavy emphasis towards their main control, but this time
I
the
know.
Brazilians grouping up.
बड़ी ये मेरा वीडियो
I was
है.
wondering when we might see it.
ये मेरे वीडियो के
Inside
अभी
both of
सुबह.
these teams opting into the Odin plays. Just like that, though,
कहाँ
with
पे?
less falling, it's suddenly a 4v4.
कैसे?
I mean, that one.
अरे reverse
Such
मारा.
a shot from
Yeah,
Ethan.
I mean, where the hell was that?
कहाँ
How's he
से?
found that cat all the way down to the
दूसरा वाला नहीं
tiles?
देखा.
Just the
किसने
tiniest of
मारा?
angles.
इतने ने मारा लेस को मिड पे.
Flashpoint.
हाँ मिड पे
taking
मारा.
space.
हाँ इस शॉट से मारा लेकिन मारा कहीं से 5 जन के बीच.
मतलब
Now
इतनी
contact.
जल्दी वो
No more
दिखा भी नहीं.
used off of this one
वो
time.
तेरी गलत
Spotted.
फिगूर
Ethan
ही
is
है.
in real danger.
That's amazing. They know that Ethan's been holding flashes from that position.
Massively so. Jorgamoto. Close to dice here. It's really going to start to be
Amana.
swarmed and overwhelmed.
Oh, 2-2.
Team 1. Heaven position.
Oh shit.
घर पे.
Oh shit. घर पे शर्लॉक घर पे.
It's going to pull off.
चलो चलो घर पे चलो चलो चैट को शर्लॉक.
Doesn't force any EG players out to do
हार गए चलो हार गए.
over the top updraft. Team 1 cannot spot him. Knows who one of them is though. Flash.
ये लो
Buys
Flash.
some time, buys him some space.
ये लो
21.
हार गए शर्लॉक हार गए ये.
That is it. EG taking
Well
round
played.
number 1.
तरी खूप लांब झाला भाई. 12-14 ची खूप मोठी. खूप खेचलं रे 12 पाय. मेरे को नींद आ रही रे भाई. 3-0 देखूंगा तो मैं चल दूंगा भाई. अगर 3-0 होता है हम कल्टी ले रहा बाबा.
able to come out and get the upper fans. They all came out here cheering for EG.
It really did. I feel the energy. You know, not all the seats are filled, but it seems that way. I don't even have words. It's been definitely a dream year for us. Yeah, hopefully we keep going on.
I believe. Thank you very much, Potter, and good luck in the next match.
Potter says it's a dream. Well, it feels like a dream season for this EG lineup who just picked up their first map win.
वन मिलियन भी नहीं हो रहा है भाई मेरा वीडियो भाई वो क्या पता स्टक हो गया भाई बोला मेरे बोला बगड़ 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 बमलेरी हे डिजिन 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 बमलेरी demon is just ancient तो हटा मुझे किया चाहिए नहीं तो मुझे फिरा आ जाएंगे तेरा मदद चाहेंगे कि तुम चलता से वरडले अरे यार इतना चीन अलगे नहीं गणपतिया लाल भक्त राजा नवसाला पावतो नवसाला पावतो हव संकटी पावतो क्या इंटरव्यू ले रहे भाई क्या बैगन बैगन हो क्या बैगन? क्या इंटरव्यू ले रहे मियाँ? कौन है? अच्छा बात है। कौन है? अच्छी बात है। आजा लोटस बेबी लोटस.
There, like all these little things you can kind of. Shall receive because the jump. You know, it's the philosophy here that we're seeing here, the philosophical differences between the two teams as we get ready for this map.
Yeah, I mean, Cohen's.
अटैक लिया है लोग.
On this map, it's about 43% win rate, but they still looked very dominant versus DRX at 13-4 at the end of that.
It absolutely did, and as well on this map, I think the race head-to-head is going to be excellent between Jojimo and Ospas. They're both so good on that agent.
Couldn't agree more, Mimi. This is going to be a best of 5 that could very well go to distance. So for now, let's send it back over to your casters. Here's Brent and Sideshow.
Very much, guys. Yeah, folks been placed. You know they like to take. These areas of the map whatsoever. Yeah, rinse and repeat from the last time they played Lotus. Low down flash. Gets them early control towards C.
But not much of a response from Loud.
No, ready to just absorb it, really.
Yeah, quite happy for EG to just take that control.
Yeah, we say that less. Definitely getting cheeky with it here. The backside control is going to be gained. Granted now to EG. Got to deal with a lot of this utility. Follow the bullet traces and you will be rewarded. Prowlers round the side. Oh my god, he's missing a little bit. Okay, team. Got his back and now they seek to try and pivot into B. Pulled the player rotations away. Should be a free side for them, and it is. Ethan plants online, but they have a massive player disadvantage. Maybe that's good enough though. Something to even it out. Maybe a fake flash as well. Ethan is hunting for him.
Ethan's just utility dumping these 3 players that are trying to retake through the BC connector. Meanwhile, EG have managed to maintain control over Heaven.
Yeah, no clean shots, no clean fights. Orbs in their face, the decay damage kicking in.
And here comes Les.
It's a 2v3.
They've heard him.
They finally have taken control of Heaven. Les has cleared this one out, but again, time working against him. You can start to hear it.
Oh, turret bhi marega.
Shit! Eviscerates them!
Bhai, ghar pe main Loud holo. Fine.
One of the most impressive things about watching Demon 1 is that he's able to perform no matter what agent he's playing. The pure gun skill is on display all the time. When you put a weapon in his hand like this, it just suits his tapping aim style so well. You gotta respect his composure in big moments. I think that's what separated him from a lot of the other rookies that we've seen, who have up and down performances on the big stage.
भाई लेकिन Demon early चालू होता है ना तो मैं बहुत कम देखा कि वो लोग हारते हैं.
Always there in those big moments.
Yeah. He's been rising to the occasion. You never see him just panicked, crouch spraying in a corner. He's always taking his time with every shot, making sure his mechanics matter. It's a level of confidence that really only belongs to the youth before they get humbled. He hasn't had that just yet. In his mind, he firmly does believe.
आधा blind तो यही हो रहा है भाई, हर बार blind हुआ है ये.
In this match here, already leading one map. Back-to-back grand finals for this team would be outstanding. Trying to funnel the ult orbs right now into Jorgamo, who's running around with an Ares in hand. Here it is, a big stack of the Loud players here. Screened by EG. They're still committing into this one, but picking them apart again, just walking right into the smoke. When you get that level of confidence from Jorgamo. No concerns.
Oh, aim to है.
45 with the follow-up. Less.
पीछे से है ना backstep.
The spike planted down.
Turret वगैरह नहीं था इसका.
नहीं लेकिन backstep तो पीछे से आएगा ना. Backstep है ना.
Heal comes through as well.
इसका turret नहीं था.
I believe Demon 1 had a weapon that EG will be wanting to try and recover. So that battle is where Les could try and inflict some
damage.
Yeah, just wants to punish when they go to pick it up and reclaim it.
Maro baba.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boostio.
diff. ये तो diff.
Usually pretty sharp at a share of fame.
ये तो diff.
A little bit of a performance for us. So 2 rounds leading for EG.
मेरे को ऐसा क्यों अंदर से पेट में गुड़गुड़ होते हुए लग रहा है कि ये लोग ये भी राउंड जीतेंगे EG.
Is that there have only
बोनस राउंड भी जीतेंगे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है?
ये तो इनकी strongest map है.
And yet 2 out of 3 of Loud's wins on this map are too Fnatic. They can't win against other teams.
तेरे को कभी एग्जाम में भी मिला है क्या?
That to me is one of the biggest questions here. Is
80%?
The plan that Loud have brought in, this change of composition with the Raze and the Fade, is it going to work against EG? Loud love using this slightly varied version of the Viper Wall. Not many other teams running the one that Sadak does, that goes from B over towards C, instead of helping to defend the door. It's going to apply extra pressure to these EG players as they try and get in on the west side of the map.
Util was sent soaring, but there was no follow-up from it. I mean, Sadak still has energy in the orb. Stops them being able to push through here. Rotation of the door, making sure that they can fake presence, but it's only Com who's sitting there. 50 seconds remaining. Looks like the goal is these orbs. So Jorgamo's 1 away now from the showstopper.
Yeah, Com's just been defending it for Jorgamo the entire time. The Ares is not particularly going to matter when Jorgamo is bursting into the site.
Doesn't have any satchels though.
Still going to be scary.
Yeah. And so lets it loose. Fuse dipping down. Haunt as well. No collection of the kills really. Nobody wants to face him. They have given him complete control. Open up the site. Prime for the taking here. That's what the plan going down. And there's a fight to be taken. Over towards Robot. That was an important one. Com falling. Really just applying that extra level and element of pressure. There's a flank attempt as well. The C's connecting. Jorgamo's still seeking to hold on to this, but now up towards Heaven. Demon 1. See what he can do. Trying to lock it down, but it's only got the Guardian. He can't really let it spray and parry with the taps. Yep. Not able to hit it.
उधर मारता तो बहुत space मिलता
है. There's a fight being taken across the board. Look at the movement. It's all over the place still. Jorgamo claims an upgrade, eh? Control of B main. Still there's Fallen inside the smoke though, placed in his face. It leaves it just up to him, and all you gotta do is spray those common angles, knew exactly where he was prior.
EG with a nice idea though, utilizing their ults to be able to get into the B site, and they had Ethan's utility to try and set up for a pinch onto A. Kawanzin was under quite a bit of pressure in that spot, Trailblazer in his face, and yet Tuiz came to try and help out. Tuiz and Kawanzin did not have the greatest performances on Ascent. These less experienced players have been awesome in their moments throughout the year. They've really found their time to step up. Arguably a little less consistent than the other players on Loud. Good to see them working together and getting straight back into this series. Loud are going to put a focus on shutting down rubble control.
Look at that, send it flying. Paint shells, Haunt. Wouldn't have actually spotted as well with that smoke in the way, but it's enough that you have to respect it. G. Initial moves over towards B main.
The alarm bot got broken there, and Nana Swan thrown out.
Alarm bot thoda to ladki chilla rahi hai.
Now it looks like they're trying to do something similar on the other side of the map. over towards C. You know, Jogumo with one blast pack here can get rid of both of these Nano Swarms. How are you going to defend the C site? They talked about going for retakes less. That was what Frod was mentioning. Pretty impossible, though, with a lockdown in your face.
Yep. And onto the final moment, they noted there was a gap there into the corner, so just spamming it out there. Bustio inside the smoke. That is dangerous, Sadak. You're playing at Sun. It is a bit messy here. There's no spike plan. It was spammed down. Their advantage now over towards Loud, and they've got them contained, isolated still. There's another flank attempt by Com. It looks like they're just trying to buy time for him to wrap all the way around onto the flank.
No, they're leaving. I mean, the spike is going all the way towards A. Jogumo was left as a piece of bait on the C site. There's 20 seconds left, and EG are sprinting over towards the A.
That is a marathon sprint. You're going to have to get a move on.
And Bustio has split, looking to try and make the play that will win the round. You've got to go for something in a 3v5. You can't just play a standard post plan.
Safe. Stick together, all four of them grouped up now, starting to run their way through here. Cosmic Divide. Another obstacle in their face here. And there is that time pressure, honestly. The longer they take, the worse it's going to get for them. Demon
Bustio has found an amazing timing.
Bustio around towards the back. Sadako meets him. But there is still that danger there. Got to imagine Com locking down the connector. One more kill to be found here. Tap onto the diffuser, trying to force out that utility of Demon 1.
उसने क्यों pull किया?
So would have dissuaded, pushed them back and away. Still, the util's being sent flying on either side. And now, ever so slight angle adjustment. They just want to force the fight right to time. Time! All ticking down. Half already gained. It's enough.
Oh, भाई उसने सच्ची बोल रहा है अगर वो बाहर रहता था ना ट्री के और वो पहला पुल नहीं करता था ना
throwing themselves onto the diffuse.
अरे उसने तभी पुल किया जब भी स्मोक और स्पिड डाला.
Managed to stabilize eventually. Tuiz knew that he had to get half, but Les also just tosses his body onto the pyre. That's a huge one for Loud to win, though. It knocks down EG's economy.
There's a massive one.
And EG had also used a bunch of big ultimates there. You know, the showstopper in a couple of rounds prior, but then also locked down these big offensive tools to try and take space. Remove from the EG arsenal.
The waves now of utility. It's the Prowler and the Boombot initially, but now they've set up control of this one. And here's the second wave from EG. They waited out in. Snake by Nanoswarm, Pain Shells, there is nowhere to run. Attempt to pick up the gun, but denied for now. Still, Loud realize they have to go that space.
Bro.
Beautiful rig there from EG. And that utility was fantastic. Put them in a 5v4. Might be winnable. With the two rifles in hand for Demon 1 and Jogumo. Dangerous players. We're watching Les, who's just tucked in front of his alarm bot there.
Demonetization हो गया
There's no control of Mad. I mean, if they ended up re-exploring there, he would be out in the open, but we know that's not the case.
I think it's just so unlikely that EG would call a C push and open the door in this spot. But the Trailblazer is going to put Les in a really dodgy position.
Snakebite doesn't rebound. Flash as well. Can't quite get deaded. He gets caught. He is in a potential bit of danger. They're really pivoting into the B side now, trying to get that squeeze. I love the smoke though. 2 years. Something to play around as well, so Les can still survive the satchels as well. I mean, EG just cannot clear this guy out of this spot, this position. They are trying their hardest. Dodging, juking, weaving to the sides eventually. He will be brought down. So, online, Demon 1, his job, win that fight out, and he does do. Stand here still, flooding in, Loud. Don't want to give up this space, not for free. Still inside the smoke. Tucked to the side here, and Demon 1 still has a bonus.
भाई क्या राउंड निकाला बे EG ने.
I was worried when Ethan missed his second flash in 5 rounds.
चुम्बेश्वरी
performance. The rest of them played patiently, and Loud are a little slow and a little scared to get back into sites. They're not playing flood retakes. They're not trying to go and help Les. There was no utility thrown down. No use of him as a distraction. Instead, EG were just allowed to methodically take control of the site, get the plant, and have 2 players with rifles and post
All of that
nice one.
Really not much of an investment.
No, and now it's Loud. The economy flipped. Them on an eco. It definitely felt like Loud were in control. Had they won round 5, they would have had good ultimates to work with, good economy to work with. They
Next round race का वापस
And
उल्टाने वाला है.
now it's back and forth.
EG looking like they're in the ascendancy.
भाई बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है यार. गंदे डिमांड क्योंकि उसने लाइट आर्मर लिया था ना
pushed away from that, and I wonder if it's going to be biting EG.
उसने लाइट आर्मर लिया था
और
और
this round with a bit of caution because it's got the showstopper
70 कुछ
go by. You never know. It might just be stacking a sight. You don't want to be walking into it, but just down the minute mark. Are they going to seek to try and push away that space? He might just disrespect them.
उससे अच्छा वो लगता है वो सैचल डाल देते ना एक साथ दोनों तुम.
Danger lurking on every single front, and yep, he attempted. That's a season nade. Oh my. Okay. That was a connection, but no kill. The rest of EG now starting to walk their way forwards. Walls up. Sadak laying down a snake. Buys the damage. Barely being done, surely enough for the kill. It's just so unusual. There's a flash to set it up around the corner. Oh, has he got two? I mean, that is just absolute magician level plays. Forget rabbits, I'm talking about kills. 2 years. Jorgamo again. This is
ace क्या 4K.
Who's almost on for the ace towards the end until denied by Bustio. What an outplay of Sadak's wall. I was talking about it earlier. Loud are one of the only teams that throws this wall that goes B to C. And Jorgamo managed to get up on the kind of dancing around it. Look how he's positioned, waiting for the flash from Ethan, and throws an underhand nade to catch Sadak, who would be lurking.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Why? Yeah, we did that one.
What an awesome idea and perfect execution.
मेरे को नहीं पता 4 कैसे मारा.
It looks like he's as confused as we were that worked.
क्या heal कर रहा था?
Forces the timeout out of Loud because it is.
G to get back up to the showstopper, close to the lockdown. These massive offensive tools are back online almost for EG.
Only a single piece of util, just a haunt, not a boombot as well, but already it's been disrespected.
Look how both teams are trying to hold on to utility.
This really could just come down to the ultimates. Let them rip. Yes, they are. Jorgamo, showstopper!
Dude.
Couldn't get around the corner in time. Still there's the answer. Showstopper get blinded. Dodge out of the way. Boombot, nade, follow it up. Why not? And Aspas still stands his ground. Enough damage down. It's incredible. It's pure friendly fire, but to himself.
What an amazing play by Jorgamo. Just back-to-back rounds. A delight to watch from him.
But the squeeze is on Loud here.
Yeah.
Sadak's come to try and plug the gap over by breakable door. Has he got a pit to work with? They need to stay more mobile than that. He can't afford to use it.
In this scenario, when you're essentially a player down in terms of that disadvantage, 2 years, just needed the information. Knows that they're still here, sitting towards it. I do like the call though by EG to cut noise here, but it hasn't pulled players away. Instead, Loud still have chances to get back into this one. Close to the side. Les is playing inside the orb. They want to spam the corners. The angles!
Big fan! Huh?
Facing, and oh my goodness, it's whiffage all over the bloody place! EG, seconds remaining, seconds to spare. Sadak, another chance for him. Snake bite, ricocheting around to the side. Damage not done. No vulnerability. Ethan.
ओ भाई कहाँ से उड़ा के मारा बे उसने?
Ethan clutch करेगा, easily करेगा.
Jump spot just
clutch
there. No more util. Just has to force the fight, but it comes down to a main duel. The gun play. He did not expect that. Ethan brings them up to 5.
नहीं ज़्यादा कैसे सिचुएशन में ठीक ठाक
And hold strong.
That's only Ethan's second kill of the map so far.
No, ये पूरे world के top 3 teams के players हैं.
What an opening by Jorgamo there.
Top 3.
The outplay is
World
excellent, and he throws his own body on the line as well. But things got really sloppy over here. Problems in the EG communication for sure, because comms should have been turning around at that point. But also, a little fortunate that they had less with a presumably scroll wheel jump.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, you see those in the bigger moments more often. And Leicester's still been having a phenomenal game. This is the issue though, EG getting up to bigger and bigger ultimates.
Yeah.
Using the showstopper to set them up in great position to win the prior rifle round, and now they're on an anti-eco, and it looks like they're headed to just completely rotate the map away. Loud stacking over towards the A side, and EG heading C. This one may end up being uneventful.
By EG 2-0 lead. Hello.
Continue to apply pressure to Loud.
It's one of the things that makes EG such a dangerous team to play against. Now, it doesn't look like they're going for the orbs just yet. They want to try and play inside. But the way they just get that war machine rolling, not just for the economy now, obviously the guns in their hands, but I mean, most commonly you see it when they play Fracture, you know, 4 orbs to pick from. Rotating, snowballing the ultimates, keeping them online. It can mean a bit of an uphill battle here for Loud. You just have no chances really. I
suppose the only benefit being that Loud are probably not going to be baited into using any of their ults. And still being on the losing side of things. But that is a slim, thin silver lining. Loud need to be able to recover.
Signs of life coming out as a nade over the top. That one fly. Loud looking to do some of that damage as well, but again, it's the rifles that are really doing the damage and the work. Can't withstand it. Onto the flag. Watchful eye of Ethan.
Prime gaming flawless. It certainly feels like it. EG coming into the next with their lockdown too. So this is where Loud need to turn things around. They need a game plan against what EG have been up to. Loud are struggling here a little because when they throw all of their utility early towards A, suddenly they're vulnerable to EG just retaking that area later on. Loud need to post somebody up and be able to help them without using all of their utility in that area. We're going to see
EG have been doing a decent job as well. Waiting out, baiting the utility, siphoning it out Loud, and then re-hitting a little bit later on.
I like this.
Not the game plan.
Look how quick Aspas has rotated away. He knows that this is not going to be a continued hit towards the A side of things. His nade is not in position to be able to deny this, but he's got it primed to stop the actual follow-up of the lockdown.
That is nice. Still sending that util there, though, with the snake bite vulnerability. Chance of breaking this one. The Cosmic Divide gives that extra level and element of defense. Boostio just seeking to play in front of it. Gonna hit the spray down with it. Sadak still there, holding his ground with the Nightfall. Scattered across some sound cues, but still,
चुस्की में मारा बे उसने भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना Demon 1 बहुत फॉर्म में बे Demon 1 खुल गया है समझ रहा है
Sure, they take a bit of rubble control.
चाहे तुम भी Loud उसने कर पा रहा
The Boostio is calling out right now is way too much for Sadak to hold on and deal with. And there goes the final player, the final domino tumbles. EG in an amazing spot currently. This play from Boostio is so cool. He's got his lockdown. He knows that the players are going to be pushed backwards. And when it's mirrored with the Cosmic Divide, there's that tiny little gap, and he just gets in front of it, reads the fact that Aspas is going to want to fill up the space and punishes. Loud have not found opportunities for these big players like Aspas and Kawanzin, who is running the map on defense side previously. When Loud was playing against Fnatic, Aspas and Kawanzin were holding hands, setting up high-low setups on B all the time, being active and mobile with their Season 8 combos. It felt like that duo was everywhere. And EG are too quick. They're moving around the map at such speed. The rotates can't hold on. The defensive setups are not fluid enough.
Seeing those adjustments here. This is the second time I'm being called by Loud. For good reason. can all see the scoreline.
Tradition bada bunch by EG baby.
It's your map pick. If you are allowed, best of 5 still. We're out of the best of 3s now. It won't be the death blow. It won't be the end to your tournament, but it's a spot that nobody ever wants to be in.
Nobody does it.
Here's another rifle round coming up. Now, Loud have been putting an emphasis on taking rubble early on, but then they haven't quite been able to get the read of whether EG are looking to re-clear A or pivoting
इसका
elsewhere.
मैप है किसका नहीं है वो इतना मैटर नहीं करता
Aspas and Kawanzin rotate
बहुत ज़्यादा
off.
मैटर
Can
नहीं
they
करता
get
ये लोग
the correct
ये
idea of
लेवल
what
पे
Boostio's calling?
बहुत खेल चुके हैं
This time, oh my goodness! What is that? Okay, satchel across. I mean, barely a pixel to react to all of that. But as the utils offloaded, I mean, again, first kill for EG. It's more than a driving seat. At this point, they own the bloody map.
Zarak re-exploring, caught by Boostio as well. The IGL's having a very physical manifestation of the mental battle that Boostio is also winning.
Spot the player out. I mean, do you still want to go for this one? Just farming up the orbs, Ethan. Seekers are online. They can point them exactly to where the targets are. Chance for less, but just a chance. He's traded.
मालूम पड़ गया दोनों
moving to the opposite direction now, away
भाई
from the Seekers.
perfect खेल रहा है अभी
They have free access, and with the plant down
perfect खेल रहा है bro
control over towards heaven.
Com is deep though.
Yeah.
Com is holding a line here, so it's, you know, they do have some soft control towards
proper
it.
stats double clear है
There's a kill afforded to them,
फिर आगे थोड़ा clear किया
they invested everything.
deep smoke डाला
Guardian, having to save a Guardian. Do they want to go for this? It looks like it. Maybe if they can find a pick. Double face. Now towards the connector, but so much to deal with. Boostio tucked inside the smoke. Flash play, pushing forwards. On top of it, Aspas. Not enough.
Caught up, snarled up, looking for a retreat. That is not there. No mercy, no quarter. EG up 8-2.
भाई Raze और Demon का score देख रहे हो?
Even happen? I mean, the reactions there are unbelievable.
Yeah, Ethan's flash is setting up most of this disgusting.
क्या करने क्या मिलेगा ये पुश किया था पहले मर गया वो बंदा
not been working out for Loud here. EG border control. Here's a trap play. Look at that.
चार बंदे पुश कर रहे हैं अकेला सी पे क्या करेगा
the flash is all set up. Wait, less. He's got a backpedal. He has to give up this space. The flank attempt though from Loud now. They're going to be moving together as a group of 3. That could be the difference maker here if they're able to find the timing well enough.
It's so fast from EG. It's such a departure from what they did on their attack side of Ascent. Demon One's ready to collect.
Open angle. A player's back's going to be towards them. They cannot hold against it. EG. Locked down to the side here. Will the nade clean it up? It does indeed. It breaks it all.
It's all over. It's all desperation on the side of Loud. EG completely in control. I'm thinking back, Bren, to that interview that Fraud gave after the first map, and he said we were caught off actually by how slow EG were on their attack side.
स्नोबॉल जो हुआ है ना जब पहला राउंड जीता सेकंड राउंड जीता थर्ड राउंड में रेस का अल्ट आ गया फोर्थ राउंड में स्काई का अल्ट आ गया फिर वापस से लोग ने और उसने 4 किल मार दिए फिफ्थ सिक्स राउंड में उसका वापस अल्ट आ गया जिसमें उसने एंट्री लिया फुल स्नोबॉल हो गए फिर फुल कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे लोग स्टैट मैच अलग है लेकिन जो कॉम्बोज में लोग आ रहे हैं ना
thing about Lotus, I mean, it's a big map, right? The attack side typically going to be taking areas that are just in waves emanating using that util. Boostio can barely believe it himself, but yeah, one more round in this half will set them up beautifully.
And all of these rounds will be giving them more and more confidence. They're a very confidence-based team. Aspas forced to go without armor in this round. Wherever EG go, they've just had it for free.
It's damaged under less. The extra money in the bank as well. You can buy operators, you can afford it.
And look, it's like flowchart Valorant calling from Boostio. Jogamo goes C, gets an orb. Now he's going to go B, get another orb. They get ready to showstopper into B. This Viper's bit completely useless. Because Jogamo's looking to try and commit to B with his ult.
And here it is, showstopper online, close to the corner. Oh, what is this movement? Kawasin! No way! Not a chance in hell, but still the bullets, they are raining through, fired through. It's enough at the end of the day. Bless.
Excuse मारा ना.
The shorty pallets going
दोनों
wide.
heal हो गए. कॉम को किने heal किया?
Again, slow down for about a moment here for EG, and they're just holding their ground. They know
भाई
the
इसका
Loud
चल रहा है.
feel like they have to repeat into this. They know that they have to take the fights in 2 years. Wanting to do the most, but look at this right behind. There is nowhere to run.
Less with it all to do again.
भाई mood में.
This map must have been painful from his perspective. He's had some unreal performances at Champs across all of the tournaments he's ever played, to be honest. But when you're left repeatedly in 1v3s, 1v4s,
top angle देखना.
It's just not doable.
It's just not doable, and even if you do, I mean, it's the third round on
Far
line.
angles
First one though has to win the fight against Corman. Well,
10-2.
Straight through into the wall. 10-2 is the half we're looking at. This is Loud's map pick.
ये लोग अगर पिस्तौल जीता ना अभी Loud, ये लोग close लेके जा सकते.
So different. EG in the past have beaten Loud on Split and Ascent, and then Fracture too. But they haven't come at them on Lotus. They haven't come at them on a map where they've beaten Fnatic like this.
No ball.
भाई नींद आ रहा है भाई, सेक्सी वाला नींद आ रहा है, पर 3-0 ने तुम्हें कल्टी लेने लगा भाई, कसम से भाई. Waiting if it becomes 3-0. काश हो जाए. Hello Insu.
About this team, and what do you think Loud need to do to be able to beat them?
EG is a really strong team. I think Demon One is an awesome duelist, and
Insu. पिस्तौल राउंड निकला और बोनस भी निकला तो 5-10 से कम बैक हो सकता है, मेरे को लगता है. अगर पहला तो जी
Loud का लग रहे तेरे.
It really is.
लोग बेंच पर पट से
Having
जज
been
कर
able to
लेते
beat
हैं.
Fnatic twice on this, one other win against DRX, and then they've lost the other 3 times that they've played Lotus over the course of their history together. It's been
पहला राउंड जीत जाए यार, क्लोज जाएगा.
From Loud's point of view, and this one,
और
they've just
कम
been
बैक कितना कैरी करेगा
destroyed.
इसको?
Pistol bonus minimum to even get into a position where we would think this was winnable.
This looks like something
Counter
created
आ रहा है.
by EG here. Yeah, waiting for the presence. Here it is.
आ
Flash
गया.
play out of the side.
Counter आ
Calvazine way too far forward. Nate missing still with the frenzy. Shots are fired out, and even
दोनों low है.
it's brought it to 3v3, but damage definitely done to these Loud players. Sadak.
दोनों लो है.
Oh, just missing it.
भाई क्या कर रहे भाई सदाक भाई, मेरे को सच्ची में गुस्सा आ रहा है.
क्या करेगा रे बहुत सड़े के तो कैसे सारा एंगल्स क्लियर करेगा?
भाई obviously भाई वो कितने बेस्ट एंगल है.
Hold of the tempo on the pistol round. Right, it's them that's initiating the play.
साइड क्रॉस करके जा रहा है वो गांडू.
Always forced to respond and react.
इजीली ना राइट साइड देखो एक बार हो गया. खुले में कैसे जा रहे हो उधर?
Comms holding this line. He's going to take contact first. Why is
it so weak?
Ooh. A smidge of extra damage done to less.
30 seconds.
हमको दिख रहा है, उनको नहीं. कौन बताएगा ये चीज?
Com repositioning now up towards the higher ground. Doesn't want to let things slip away. A lot of uncertainty. Thinks they could have walked up towards stairs.
Instead, Loud are looking to flank again. They can get a plant down here.
भाई big brain चीज कर तो रहा है लेस.
To make magic happen, got to make a play.
लेकिन टाइमिंग हो जाएगा उसका शायद Sky के साथ.
Down TP up top. Does Com realize it? Yes, he does. Tears was laying down the smoke as well. Couldn't see a thing less from the center.
ये देखो ये
And he wades right into him. Boostio's wondering where the hell was he?
तो जीतना ही नहीं.
Look at his cam.
हो गया इनका भी. कल फनाटिक और आकिन का मिशन पूरा हो गया.
And Les just caught a timing there, slipping into stairs right behind the player that was rotating over. And EG are playing.
क्या हो गया यार तुम दोनों को यार?
Savor the
moment. तो जैसा खेलते वैसा
They're a
खेल
team
नहीं
powered by having fun.
क्या? चैंपियनशिप पे वो लोग क्यों नहीं जीतना?
मैं जा रहा हूँ भाई.
बाय टिबोन. अच्छा इसलिए क्या बहुत सही
गेम देखने में मजा
They find themselves up 11-2.
मेरे को तो मजा आ रहा है. मैं तो इजी सपोर्टर हूँ. तो क्या हुआ इजी जीत रहा भाई?
लाउड भी जब वन साइडेड जीतती है ना
क्लोज जाएगा तो लोग स्क्रिप्टेड बोलेंगे.
3 players stacked up, waiting for signs of life with the flash play popped up, the nades, Kawazin too far pushed forwards. And yeah, Boostio.
ये खुद पूछ रहे हैं.
Wondering what the hell happened there.
Insert rebel का meme. क्या कर रहे
हैं? Round win. Loud forced. Difficult decision with his corner.
rebel कहाँ से टूटा?
कोई तो पूछ रहे साधक भाई भी.
Com can hear all of this happening over towards Mound. And I'm sure the EG players will be suspicious of a force buy. Com really wants to play inside that Viper orb, but there's just so much spam going into it at the moment.
अभी तक guns reveal नहीं किया बे वो लोग ने. Loud ने.
Trailblazer down ahead of time here. Trailblazer, yeah, it does push back less. Got to respect this. The whole goal of all of this posturing by Loud has been to remove the front section of C in case there was Killjoy utility there. Now we know that there's not. Boostio shifted his setup, and now they might just be walking right.
Wait, हो गया क्या sound से?
It's going to cross this angle. How does Com play this? There it is. Satchel breaks it apart. He's maybe caught the timing inside the orb. Where's the damage being done? So damn low, no kill still. Bringing him down. Eventually there with the trade. Turret in your face here, Aspas. Grenade flying. Put your plant online. Might have to give up your life for it. 2 years.
He gets out.
Brought down to half. VG is so fast into this, they've already taken up space towards the back of the site.
भाई वो लोग reposition करने में मिला उनको. अटक गए वो लोग.
Really running out here still. VG looking like they should be in control. As I say that, still it comes down to these kills. Round to the back, 1v1, damage done enough.
ये कैसे खेला चलो ये लोग ने?
With the judge.
Some comeback time or what?
So the force buy gets Loud into a position where they can finally win a round. But the gap just looks simply too large.
जीता तो सही force करके अभी.
Never seen a comeback.
अभी वो लोग eco है अभी चालू है ना comeback.
Not for Loud.
लोग थोड़ा सा comeback करेंगे फिर end में हारेंगे मैप देखना.
तो obviously lead बड़ा है.
Picking up 3 kills, making it winnable for Aspas, who has Com's judge towards the end.
बिता के कुछ.
Water को चाहिए शायद 13-2 ही हो जाए.
It's a knife's edge is what somebody's round.
Water भी लगा रहे. 13-2 था.
With a sizable lead, the orb dropped down. Tucked to the corner here. Shots. Boostio, normally so good for it. Reload at this time at this place, going for it, but no.
भाई अच्छा खेला Loud, अच्छा खेला. क्या बोलते हैं टिपन भाई चलो चलो.
Soul survivor.
घर पे.
कहाँ अच्छा खेला अभी मार तो दिया 4 बंदे.
He can find himself, tuck himself into it.
कोई बताएगा definition अच्छा खेला.
Just spotted out.
मतलब Loud protection लेके खेलना चाहिए, मरना ही नहीं चाहिए एक player.
Direction.
It's going to be a B pivot here.
Com will just be forced as well.
यार इसने frenzy से clutch किया तो 2 बंदे tilt होने वाले लग रहा है मेरे को.
Go down to the spike as well.
Yeah,
बच्चा भी Com है, Tibon.
No, I think this gives us a
Are
decent
you ready to get
opportunity as well.
tilted?
Talk about the map pool just a little.
Com clutch किया तो.
While this looks like a slam dunk for EG,
clutch किया तो
close out. The later we get into the pool, the worse the maps get for EG, in my opinion. The ones that you can't see up in the top left,
आगे बोल.
got split.
सारे properties तेरे नाम.
Both maps were, I think, louder, extremely comfortable.
Yes.
and have been looking good recently.
और तू बता.
नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. सब में लोन है बचने के मैं ही मरूंगा.
EG's best chance might be to close this out 3-0. At the moment, they're in a great spot to do so, right?
No way. There's just no way.
However,
checking. 2 years will not be able to
drawn
take
to
that
his
right.
back.
Yeah. So taking away the gun.
That's a decent idea there for Com towards the end to make something out of it. But yeah, it's not disastrous for Loud, even if they end up falling here. The chances of them being able to pull off a reverse sweep in a BO5 like this.
क्या ये लोग डबल और लेके आसपास का
Especially when you
ट्राई करेंगे.
consider how some of these matches have gone before. I mean, you dial back to the first time that these two teams faced off against each other. It's week 4 of Americas this season.
और
EG
1% भी chance है तो risk में लेना.
first map, rocking Loud, bash back onto their heels, who then 13-0 them. So both of these teams very comfortable with
भाई ये चीज का काउंटर नहीं है.
Loud have taken very
ये
fast.
चीज का काउंटर क्या मालूम है? बंदा सैचल मार के पहले क्रॉस कर रहा है फिर ऐसा कुछ.
Nothing to stop them from committing over towards the C site other than Ethan.
वो काउंटर करने को 3 बंदे चाहिए.
This is where you would see Boostio calling for Aspas to go and work an orb and then using the showstopper to get in. And instead of being prioritizing the ultimates here to make space,
2 जन का मुंह आएगा पता.
Aspas was looking for a timing instead. Now dropping back. I mean, 4 players set up here over towards C.
It's pulled a lot of the EG players over. Maybe anticipating and expecting it. So
the flash was nice though from Ethan. It didn't hear anything, so now they're rotating off.
Right.
They're finding the read.
Boostio. Prime rat gameplay, but this time sniffed him out.
And the spike is headed back towards the weak side. Everybody rotated based on that flash from Ethan, and now it's only Com home. Aspas still has not picked up an ult orb. They're just going for this.
Gaya.
Reveal. Prowler as well, bullets. Slamming into the choke point, but you got to respect it and back away here. 18 seconds left.
Demon, alt maar le.
It's probably not going to be the most ideal plan in the world. A tap to force out this util again. Time is of the essence. You've got 12 seconds left. You haven't pulled this util out. It hasn't been siphoned out. Pryor, Sancho's over the top. EG! They've dismantled them! Absolutely and thoroughly. No time left. And just like that, it's a round win. Everybody falls, but EG, you know they're going to be happy with it.
निकाल दिया लेकिन. Round निकाल दिया.
What a situation. And you see the deep
alt
side
मार के
there
half
from
कर देता ना और कम एंगल से लोग को
How did that one go wrong? They had the sight. They were getting set up for the plant.
10 seconds left.
And it just all got denied. The blast pack as well from Jorgamo is excellent,
it's
even
all
after the fact. I mean,
ये लोग का मेन
Jorgamo
गलती
even
क्या हो गया
being
मालूम है?
there
उसका
in
यूटिल्स
time.
सारा यूटिल्स बचा था उसका.
On the precipice now.
EG, actually, even having won that round, are still going to have to take an eco here. Their economy's not in a good spot, and they'd just rather play it safely.
This is disrespectful. Look at this from Les. You don't see this from Killjoy players on this map. Normally, they're locked down, tethered to the util. He is in such a forward position. Com with the movement. Not enough to survive. Demon 1. Okay.
Mood में
Weapon delivery straight away. Here's a Sancho showstopper. What a fundamental.
Oh no!
Jorgamo. He's broke his ankle.
No,
He's
you
dirty.
see.
And just like this, it's crumbling. It's falling. Kawazine. Got to get some stability into the mix here. Cosmic Divide cuts his way through as well. The choke point angle. Not watched for.
Nice flash.
Lovely flash. Nade on top side. I can't swing. Can't play towards this one. Ethan sticking to defuse. Vulnerable up. Half on the defuse already smoked off. Got to push forwards. It's covered. Once more. Util there. Fights. They need to be one. The Util's not connecting. It's a full stick to win.
भाई मूड में भी EG. भाई EG.
Is closing things out on Lotus. Delivering the second blow to Loud.
इतना क्रिस्पी ये लोग मार रहे क्या करेंगे वो लोग इम्पोर्ट लगाएंगे क्या?
EG said that they've done a ton of work on this map. Used to be towards the bottom of their map pool, but they're feeling very confident on it now. And it ends with the MasterCard Thrifty. What is this? Just ridiculous from the two Rays players. Both playing that situation beautifully.
भाई WC ऐसा पहली बार देखा लेकिन
अगर लाउड जीतता मी गोइंग स्लीपिंग, फिर लाउड 3-2 जीत जाएगा अगर अगला मैप जीतता तो। अगला मैप पल है, यूजी का फेवरेट है भाई। कल बैठ के मैं हार गया, पर अगर लाउड जीतता है तो 3-2 हो रहा है भाई। मेरे को आ रही है फटे नींद, आंखों में नींद मेरी देख सकते हो, मेरे आंखों में नींद। 4 दिन से नहीं सोया, 4 दिन से नहीं सोया। प्लीज जल्दी वहां से हटो, जल्दी वहां से हटो। बेस्ट वॉच टाइम आ जाता तो
जेट लेंगे अभी, जेट। इजी पक्का फाइनल, इजी बाप के लिए भी अभी अपर ब्रैकेट बेंच पीआरएक्स को इतना टफ दिया है। वो लोग का सिर्फ पहला मैच जो था चैंपियंस टॉप 8 टीम्स में, वो लोग ऐसा खेले थे एकदम डाइसी। मेरे को लगा नहीं जीत सकते है जी। मेरा टॉप 4 में प्रेडिक्शन तो वही था, लाउड था, फेनेटिक था, पीआरएक्स था। तो मेरे को पता नहीं मैंने क्या नाम लिया, लेकिन बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो कर लिया भाई जी, बहुत सेक्सी खेल रहे। विशाल भाई कहाँ गए? विशाल भाई सो गए। गिफ्ट का टेंशन नहीं है, 2 गिफ्ट जीतो। मेरे को मेल आ गया बहन।
क्या नींद आ रहा है मेरे को, सेक्सियल नींद आ रहा है।
सेंटिनल्स में मार्व्ड और टेंस जा रहे हैं ड्यूड्स।
कौन टेंसर?
मार्व्ड।
ओ हो गया।
टेंस कहाँ जा रहा है?
वो पता नहीं किधर जा सकता है टेंस। पीआरएक्स में जा सकते हैं ना? जा तो सकता है।
हाँ भाई,
ये चैंपियनशिप जीत गया तो टॉप टीम होगी पीआरएक्स। माउंट सिनन गया, माउंट सिनन गया क्या? तेरे से जिंग तो जा ही रहा है, हाँ ना। तेरे इस बंकाई को खिला लेगा। Then it's not possible. एफएनएस जा रहा है सेन में, पॉसिबल ही नहीं। क्या बात कर रहे हो? टेंस तो टीआरजीडी में डालो गार्ड। बग्स में आज कुछ जोमेटो नहीं किया? नहीं। जिंग किधर जा रहा है? लक्ष्य भाई कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल वी से हाथ हटाओ। बग्स भाई ये आइस बॉक्स और ब्रीज कभी वापस आएंगे? आ रहे नेक्स्ट अपडेट में, सुनने में तो आया है, सुनने में तो आया है। आइस बॉक्स ब्रीज गए तेल ने न्यू मैप आ रहा है जी, न्यू मैप।
हाँ।
क्या करे लप्पू सा
सीजन क्या बोलता है एक्ट 1 2 3 4 5 फिर बाद में एक वो खुलता है समझ। अभी एक्ट कौन से चल रहा है एक्ट 4 या 5 चल रहा है ना अभी।
पता
एपिसोड में होता है रीसेट भी होता है एपिसोड में
here by defeating the team who
Episode 7
on the
Act
very
2
same map. It would be a beautiful end to their arc.
How poetic that would be, but Loud certainly don't want that to be a reality. Let's go ahead and get map 3 started. Let's see if EG can 3.
The form, everybody here wants to see this go the distance. We want something explosive.
Chat,
and I hope
we are close to 8k likes.
Return to that Viper Harbor.
जल्दी से 8k likes कर दो पट से जो लोग आए हैं.
Yeah, it's been over 3 months since they pulled out the Harbor Viper on Pearl. They didn't like it. You know, it started out very good for them when they first initiated the Harbor. They lost to crew, they lost to NRG, and they just started banning the map. And then when they brought it back in, they were running the breach fade. I don't know how much Loud have been practicing this composition on Pearl recently. We'll have to see how confident and comfortable they look.
Yeah, map Loud
because I've been so impressed with how Ethan plays the Yoru here.
This is a blinding speed, how close. Side here, it's Boostio. Tucked himself in. He wants to play inside the smoke as well, just so that nobody can cross past.
ये मैप Loud जीता
flanks occurring as that falls. Turret doesn't see.
ये मैप Loud जीता
was watching though. It's almost intentional.
ये
Instantly
मैप
there with the
Loud
trade. There's less
जीता
to gain that ground for them. Ethan still at the top high ground angle. Plan should be available for them. Should be given to them. Never to push this one back. Now with this competition, the new changes on Pearl, it is weaker to try and play this. Ethan, what is that?
TP मारा बे.
Collects down,
Sexy TP
shuts
मारा
it
ना.
down before it really gets out of hand. Now he is the thorn in their side. Towards the back of Halls, needs to be cleared out here, but it really just might come down. Again to the gunfire. Spam into the smokes as well, a tap onto it, not really being forced to use their utility. Kawazine, they still need to deal with him finally. It is so, Demon One staring but brought to his knees. A pistol
Thanks
round
for
for
asking me
Loud.
lots of love. Love you. Act 2.
And already showing a bit of comfort, dealing with what Ethan threw at them. Unusual play from the Yoru. Don't see Ethan going for things quite that aggressive all the time.
By prediction king बन चुका हूँ मैं पता.
But also the timing looking very tight on the B split. This was something that Loud was struggling with actually earlier on in the year, or earlier on even in this tournament. When we saw them running these B splits, the timing was really off between the players down B main and the people going through link. Here we see aggression from EG in their eco round.
Yeah, just a stack.
Loud are nowhere near.
बोल ना. अरे मैं बटन गलत दबा रहा हूँ बोल.
One of the things that Loud really benefit from when they run the Harbor Viper is that Aspas is forced to go at the pace of the Cascade.
भाई उसका
There is no
TP,
messing
hello
around.
उसका TP
You
दे.
must take space when that is used. And I think that helps keep everyone on the same page. Les controls the aggression for one. Yeah, being pushed.
How does he? Two in the middle of that under all of that.
That's incredible. Going 2 for 1 there and not even donating them a rifle. Doing all of that with the Sheriff. Giving the info to the rest of the people over on the A side that they've got a free plant and can go and take whatever post-plant positions they like.
अबे इजी तो next round भी होगा क्या नहीं? ये इजी तो खत्म.
But I don't
Loud
think
घर पे.
it'll end up mattering too much.
और ये Loud जीता तो एक और मैप होएगा.
Traverse here if you are EG just trying to get a move on.
EG को अभी एक मैप जीतने का बस 3 मैप में.
Again trying to do that damage to the economy.
Best of क्यों है? क्योंकि ये finals है.
Because already you're seeing
Lower
that
bracket finals.
stand a whirl into motion. Kawazine, he's 3 away.
Certainly. And with Sada going for the plant, you can see them starting to churn up the lockdown as well.
This is a cheeky play. Smokes there, got to remove all of that. Wait,
he would have time.
He would have time. You got to try and put a stop to this.
He does have time.
He does. It's broken. Okay.
हो सकता था बे एक चांस था. हो सकता था.
But my God, was that close?
That is a lot of damage.
Oh,
that is taken. And it's an early scare.
क्या मारा ना लेस ने.
Nice work in this round from Les and the rest of Loud to put themselves in a good position, but oh, that got a bit too close. So he's required to get onto that. And Loud would have been feeling comfortable, except for the scare just then. And now they're going to buy up, so this isn't a bonus round that they're coming into. Look at the money for Sadak, Tui's, Aspas. They've all bought rifles.
Straight up buy round. Ethan. Tucked close to the corner here, he can actually use a TP to escape. I don't believe he's playing. Oh no, he does.
वो लोग ने पिंग कर दिया है, यहाँ पे बैठा रहेगा.
Wow,
great awareness.
Really good heads up. I mean, Ethan plays there a
TP मारा
lot.
था ना
Yeah,
उसने
they've been
पीछे
reading
side.
the VODs. They're going to know that he's going to be isolated there.
उसने ये same चीज उसके सामने भी किया था.
Close.
Also, an awareness on Boostio. Shut down both of the major threats from EG.
What a risky move to make. And the fights are just being handed to him.
आसपास mood में आ गया.
Grant them the death wish.
As each of the players on EG tries to make the play.
T-Bone भाई मैंने बोला था Loud जीतेगा.
Loud are just eating up all of that aggression.
जीतेगा तो EG.
मैं सच्ची बोला है मैं Loud जीतेगा.
From both of these teams. I mean, we just watched a blowout. But we didn't even really get to see Loud's attack. No, they just lost
मैं
so
पहला राउंड
heavily
मेरे को
on the
लग
other
रहा था
side.
जितना चाहिए Loud लेकिन जैसे पहला राउंड मैंने गेमप्ले देख लिया ना थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट तब भी मैं बोला था कि नहीं जीते.
And especially with them playing a composition that once more we haven't seen this in over 3 months.
पहले राउंड में मालूम पड़ता है कि डर के खेल रहे, फाइट ले रहे,
such a degree as well that they ended
काउंटर
up
कर रहे.
ban it. Everyone else was playing it. They didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, the innovation ended up being a bit of an issue for them. And this is a great start, hunting down EG, trying to take rifles out of the hands. Demon 1 responds. Kawanzin sent back in. Les looks like he wants to swing towards the end of Demon 1. Demon 1 is denied.
Okay.
So what a start this is for Loud. A team that is down 0-2, trying to pull off the reverse sweep. We've only seen 2 reverse sweep BO5s in the main VCT circuit. Both came this year. It's always a challenge to dig yourself out of a hole like this, but the maps are actually not that bad for Loud. Pearl, Split, Bind.
You can maybe see it.
If EG take their foot off the gas, it is definitely possible.
Everyone plays towards mid here with the defensive positionings. A main control. It's given up. Tap under the orb. They're trying to bait a trap play. Anything that EG might have had, you know. Flash around the corner trying to fight over this one, but...
And often Ethan is going to be around that position.
Oh, dog
You know, he has his own aggressive plays that he can go for, holding off angles with the teleport or flashing himself through smokes. But he's often going to be throwing supportive utility too, kind of like he would when playing KO on this map.
Has the rifle. Should have taken these fights against him now. They really saw less here. The Seekers will point them in the right direction here. Do they have utility to clear out Jorgamo close to the corner? He does respect it. You've immediately seen him backing away like the dark.
And the answer is...
placement on it. Really bogging them down and slowing them from being able to get into this, but maybe the rifles will be enough. Smokes in their face. Backside control towards Hall. Still going to be holding on to it. See a couple of these players.
Loud बोल दे.
Need a big opening now.
Team
Great
देख के
flash.
मैं भी
Goes on with Ethan.
dumb
A
हो
double
गया.
swing and a double face here down to the low ground. Another flash as well to try and set Boostio up, but it won't be caught unaware, not twice in a row here. High ground still being held, but as they look to reposition, they're all just getting cleaned up. All the kills funneling Demon 1. Bit of a test.
Padi.
It is running short now. No chance of winning this round, definitely.
Padi be lekin.
शॉट तो था.
Demon 1 still looking confident, but Loud go out 4-0.
Off आने के बाद क्या
Sneak
scene?
around from EG, and you still saw some nice ideas on the way that Ethan's looking to try and flash them in on the retake. But Loud, one of the benefits of them winning these rounds and being on the attack side, being able to get these spike plants, is that they're building up to large ultimates. They just used the Seekers. Kawanzin already kind of halfway back to getting that online.
बिना सोए stream करा थोड़ा शर्म कर लौड़े.
Pay attention to 2 years now. He's going to be using that. Most likely to clear out this side. Because they're given a main control for free, which there's no big play here from EG. Just Demon 1 holding it. Praying that he gets a connection with the bullets. Got to back away though. And again, so disciplined by Loud.
आपने पसंद नहीं करेगा. उसने बोला था ना.
EG's comp lends itself to trap plays as soon as they hear the orb tap. There could be a flash on the corner. There could be a play from EG to punish.
खेलता है.
They tap it out, they wait it out.
Jorgamo's gone for this one-way in art.
It looked like
भाई
Kawazin was
इतना
trying
अच्छा
to
ऑपर है
flash
भी
Aspas in
demon
to take
और
contact.
बोलता मुझे
Here's
ऑफ
that
करना नहीं
flash.
पसंद
It doesn't connect with anything. That allows Jorgamo to continue to hold this. Reckoning goes through more pressure onto Jorgamo.
Yeah, and this is a nice one actually. Clears up most of the side, trying to squeeze it. Jorgamo push it through into me.
Hey, almost.
Bullets as well, but he adjusts the aim anyway.
Almost play one of the other.
Trying to bring down the cove, and he's on a damage he might do. No, it's just counter spam in action in theory. Team 1 over the top. What is that? Aspas normally so clean with the movement, but they're just answering back with bullets of their own. Through the wall now, Ethan hoping maybe he can spot ahead. The spam damage is connecting with the wall bangs, but forced to reload now. Just 30 left with the reload back. He's really running out of bullets to make the most of this one here. Still needs to be locked down with his crossfire. Set of Sadak hitting the aim. Kawazin bailing them out.
Loud go up 5-0.
Just saying, easy का मैप पे
getting into the rhythm, believing in themselves.
अभी 5-0 हो गया तो बराबर खेल रहा है लाउड हाँ?
What a rebound. He's had two really limp-looking maps.
अभी तो तेरे को one side game नहीं पसंद था?
The biggest difference between when Loud are playing at an excellent level and when they're playing at a medium
हाँ,
level,
5-0 पे hello?
or where they've been struggling at other times, is getting Kawazin on. He's so aggressive in the way that he likes to play the solo initiator in these comps.
My mind is boggling right now,
as a
dude.
unit. Had a rough beginning.
Mind is my boggling.
Maps 1 and 2 barely on the scoreboard.
2 seconds में पलट गई
Now up
dude.
towards the top, 6 and 2, playing Sky.
पिछली बार भी यही हारा थी.
Ethan's been holding that same kind of one and done spot towards B-long, with the gate crash to try and rotate to A, but that also is just offering Loud A control. And in the one time where Loud did go towards B, they killed Ethan before he was able to get anything done anyway.
I want what Sherlock Hooks.
I'd like to see Ethan going into the re-clear mode. Allow Loud to fight over it, and actually try and contest them with more flashes and get back up in their faces. Not playing aggressively right as the barriers drop, but if Loud are in that space, fighting them.
I'll see those adjustments until the next round after this one because the money.
जो तेरे पीछे आग लगे तेरे बुंड के नीचे डालना नींद उड़ेगा.
Always danger with this guy when he set up. He's currently leading 7-5. More kills, I think, than the rest of his team combined. But
आगे का नहीं सुनना मेरे को.
They're going to recon and flash and try and fight over A main there, EG, at the start of the round. And then they just post calm up. Ethan takes his gate crash to go towards the other side of the map, so they have a very strong B site.
MCM baby.
By the look of it, just spotted somebody. There's a lot of Loud players over towards A. And Ethan's already evacuated.
Tibon ने पूरे A set clear किया.
For Demon 1. A is looking very weak.
क्या speed से भागा शोभी शेफर्ड.
Push back Aspas from taking that space, but the rest of his team is now starting to collect it. Look at it, hunting for Jorgamo. Narrowly escaping with his life. Back to way though.
सड़क पे वहाँ पे क्या वो बत्ती तोड़ रहे थे क्या?
This fight comes to fruition for them. The flash wasn't quite good enough. Bustio dodged it, but anyway, didn't have the weapon on the way. Here it is, lockdowns, putting the heat and pushing it all the way up here. It's up to EG. Emphasis being placed on them trying to make this happen, but
Ethan caught.
Yeah, Ethan being caught, and time is really starting to tick. Reposition of Aspas. It's lovely. Don't really expect it, because look at that.
मेरा वाला TP, मेरा वाला TP, मेरा वाला TP.
A reward in sight. So 6-0, Loud. It's more than dominance at this point.
Mimi was saying on the desk, wouldn't it be poetic if EG were able to close this out and head to back-to-back grand finals by beating Loud on the map where they got 13-0'd earlier on this year? Instead, it looks like it could be poetic for exactly the opposite reasons. Loud are barreling towards another 13-0.
Yeah.
The form that they're currently playing, I mean, there's 3 players on EG with 2 kills between them.
And is this the adjustment that EG have made? Is this what they call the timeout for? They've got so much of their players grouped up over towards A here, leaving nothing over towards B.
It's the same thing again. They go for a flash recon re-clear of A, post somebody up, and their idea is for Ethan to gate crash over here to reinforce the B site. But they're going to be forced to play a retake anyway.
Yeah, and they've given up
link control, you can already see it's Aspas and Les playing together side by side in tandem, taking that space up. A bit of a tap this time. Good spam. Good spam, yeah. Breaks down the cove, makes it way more dangerous for them. But while everybody's reloading, they're just able to get the spike down anyway. Happy to take the fight.
Ethan could ping here with his ultimate for Com's Hunter's Fury to get incredible value.
Got to think about saving this though. You're a player down, you're trying to go for it. Look at the pit.
7-0.
Still going to be working their way in, Ethan. Now,
कॉम का अल्ट कुछ कर सकता है
मारा all collected and the fight gets taken into the back of side, clearing them all the way out. It is carnage and chaos, but nobody's sticking it. It goes down with a cosmic divide in their face and top to the box. Team of one, and it's unbelievable.
Oh, sexy मारा बे भाई कॉम का अल्ट तो है
epic proportions. Such phenomenal value found between
Ethan
and Com's ultimates. Ethan's in there like a human drone.
Oh yeah.
Just running around, spamming the pings. And then throwing out flashes, fake, clones, all sorts of stuff. Just to tangle Loud up, tie their brain in knots, and make sure that Com gets good value out of his ult. That's so decisive from EG to get themselves back on the board. But it's still an uphill battle. They're still only at 1 and 6.
सारा ulti पेल दी सा EG ने 3 ulti मार दिया retake के
लिए though. All the right answers. Interesting wall. And to isolate, I believe with a flash, just in case Ethan is tucked into that corner. If the flash pings, then you know he's sitting there. It doesn't, so they know that space is clear. But now making a move, it's a flash re-clearance. No good connection.
Oh.
Still 1-for-1, maybe a bit more good from Boostio. Star defender.
He wants more.
Sadak, yeah, he's looking in the wrong direction.
mood में आ गया.
Seems a little greedy from Boostio there, but he's feeling it. He had the read, and he got the 3K. In the meantime, Demon One has taken the operator for a walk deep, deep through. With Sadak falling, he knows there's no alarm bot, no turret.
He's just missed them.
He has. He's missed the timing.
Flash. The doors, their backs towards it.
He's missed it again.
He's missed it entirely, but Boostio still locking
it
down. That is definitely one way to get an ace.
Ace Mardis. Sexy baby, close जाएगा. Let's go, let's go.
He posted a tweet after their game against PaperX calling himself a disappointment and a fraud. He had under 160 ACS, -24, and he said, I will not do that
एक और round हरा ना अगर Loud Vct से
You're
time out
not catching me bottom frag in another series for my team as we head deep into champs. And Boostio's come out here, I mean, with so much confidence. The way that he's taking those fights, especially the one into Sadak.
क्या मारा बे?
So precise.
वो door का 2 shot क्या मारा बे?
It's not necessary. But it is a fantastic way for EG to start getting themselves back into this map.
Fans, hey, Timon.
You said earlier, you know, Boostio said that when he's playing well, his calling gets a little bit better. Good reads on a very confident space, this team, when it comes to the vibes as well. Mentality coming into this. Obviously still in the lead when it comes to the overall maps. You know, they're leading by 2 in this best of 5. This is the only one that they're being a bit hung up on. Loud are just trying to stay alive.
अब भी ले लिया रे मेरे को लगा एक राउंड हारने तक रुकेगा Loud.
Tactical timeout. Loud discussing.
Yeah.
What have the issues been here? And that's about the first time that EG have really fought heavily.
जो lead में है वो time out लेता है.
Loud have been able to take that fairly easily.
ये 2 round back to back हारे ना.
But it doesn't
Plus
seem to
coach
be a
बहुत
major
कुछ देखता है
strategic
कि अगर ये
adjustment.
राउंड हारे नेक्स्ट राउंड वो लोग के पास कौन सा अल्टी आएगा ऐसा नहीं कि वो लोग बोल दिया चलो एक राउंड का हो गया बात ऐसा टाइम आउट नहीं लेते ये लोग बस 2 ही टाइम आउट रहता
Heavy group up.
तो आगे 2-2 3-3 राउंड का वो लोग एक साथ
now making their moves and the marks over towards it. Ethan
क्या वर्क कर रहा है क्या तुम लोग के लिए वर्क नहीं कर रहा है क्या चीज का ध्यान रखने का है
backing away. I thought there was danger in it because of Demon One with the operator, but
now they read it so well.
Yeah.
एक ने ही मॉमी पटर लिखा है.
Use a lot of good utility there.
अभी बहुत लोग ने लिखा.
Cascade, the flash,
अब कब जाओगे फैन?
onto Ethan's positioning. And his gate crash was not to rotate to A. So Ethan is not ready yet to try and help Boostio.
Sky ult, Harbor ult, counter में है Killjoy ult. ये लोग भाग के बीच जाएंगे.
Off the clock.
EG are already.
Yeah, EG are here. The hit's already coming through. There's a lockdown ready for them. This is a response that is necessary now. Reckoning, clearing through. That is mental stuff tagging up onto the players here, but still, you got to respect this lockdown. Sadak, got to get a move on, son. Just avoiding it. No detainment inside here, but you cannot end up hitting that side from EG.
There's a re-exploration in mid. Jorgamo and Les barely passing each other.
No way. But it's watchful
too.
Oh, no.
The timings are just ridiculous over here in mid.
दोनों बच्चे बे.
30 seconds left. If you're going to be going over towards B, you have to get a move on. You've got to start running.
They don't know that Jorgamo's here. But Sadak not venturing in this direction.
20 सेकंड प्लान रोक पाएगा क्या? क्या उसके पास एक पुल है?
He'd have to slip past Les.
Yeah,
पुल नहीं है
यार. Should be now though. High Tide is already past it now.
Jorgamo.
Eyes on Jorgamo revealed. No way,
रोक दिया. मिला?
He's got enough time.
He does just about. Okay, extension for it.
Oh, almost clutch कर दिया था उसने.
Potentially there, but here it is now. A lockdown in play on the other side of things. That's well earned. Les out in the open over the top of his wall. You can just see Demon One's head taking out a gap into the back of the side. Les.
Must play बना.
Presence of mind, knowing to jump spot that, knowing it could have been an option that was wide open, and it's just an impossibility. 7-2.
थोड़ा early अगर
what a pivot, what a call.
EG read करके एक player को भेज देते
the
ना back calls.
हल्की गेम कैसा था आज की गेम?
Recon dart thrown out by Com, lighting up 2Es. And there's 7 seconds left. It was disaster written all across that round, and yet Loud still finding their way through all of the difficulties.
Oh, what मारा relax.
Baiting out the lockdown super early, and then pivoting over to B. Loud still in the driving seat here.
Money to buy for EG though. Critical round for them to try and win that. It's not taken care of. It's one of the first times they've ended up really pulling that one out. Look at the spam damage that was done a bit earlier. That was just presumably Boostio.
Any Loud fans in this is hard to be a Loud fan.
Now a clearance into mid. Demon One loves his off angles. Comes the util. Dash now active for him. Ethan also falling quite low. Flash repeat together. They're kind of body blocking each other. It's a bit awkward. And now starting to make the moves here. It's a great rumble and move all the way through into this connector. They can try and get past the smokes in the util. How to Loud get through this one with great difficulty. Cove though. Drop down at their feet, still need to deal with Boostio. He's tucked to the side, nice flash, eventually there, but still, there's so many pieces that they haven't recognized, and this Jorgamo weaving in and out. Les returning the fire, 50 seconds. A chance to really put a break and pause into the play, but the spike is really in the middle of nowhere for Loud.
Sadak should be able to recover this one.
उसको लग रहा है कोई flank है क्या?
Ethan poking around, getting information. There's only 35 seconds. The wall is going to be helpful. Sadak could pick this up and try and pivot elsewhere. The spam, he must avoid it.
And a fight one. Yeah, with Les falling there. Aspas close to the corner. So many targets to deal with. Running all around here. Noise faking with the Qs. There's only 20 seconds left. They still haven't dealt. But dealt with Ethan finally. He's removed towards the back of Halls. Demon One down.
भाई साहब.
And it's crumbling here. Com.
वो पीछे जाके सड़क वापस आ गया
really do it again. Shock darts are here to damage. Potentially done. There's one removed and enough for Sadak. Lower down.
Oh.
Oh my! This guy is just unreal.
Not the first time the forum has been screaming out for
God.
He's looked magnificent in these last few matches. The presence of mind to know that Aspas has been chunked down, finish him off with a shock dart, and flick over to Sadak. Com has been magnificent in the clutch, and still only 3 rounds for EG. Loud are constantly putting the pressure on, finding these ways of being able to stabilize and punish EG. More A-main pressure.
Yeah. Watching for the positions just in case there was the updraft following up through, but it's up to Boostio again, anchoring. All of his util just collected at his feet, so nobody can really push him here at Halls.
Oh, कोई regress
नहीं किया. For Loud now is to reclear into A-main. They might be sorely mistaken.
कोई regress नहीं किया यार.
Ethan, he's got the flash. Steamer One's contact, that's what's going to be causing it to rebound and a re-swing. Demon 1 spots it. Here's the flash. Repick attempt with the up trap play. Looked out of the sky. Jet player won't be getting away with anything. Aspas though, on the other hand, really just handing it to them. Quick decision making.
Les also got a lurk down through Art. Picked up Jorgamo. There's no defense here. Boosty on Com are going to desperately try and get into position. Les already going for another lurk in a different avenue. He's found the time. It slipped through. Com retreats. And it's too easy.
Far too easy.
One side
the rounds at EG are winning. They're on a nice edge. They require almost everything. Every ult in the book or a player, performance from a big player, but...
क्या वापिस बोल क्या? हाँ 2-0 अभी one side चलेगा वाह 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 वाह
2-0 तो one sided है ना भाई lead पे है वो लोग
वाह वाह match point भी one sided होता भाई
looked amazing here. They've had so many cool ideas. They've caught teams off guard. Loud instead come in prepped. Bring back the Harbor Viper. Ethan bottom of the scoreboard 3-11. Even the supportive stuff isn't working. Loud have found an answer here.
ये सब मैप में अगर जेट नर्फ होएगा तो इतना बेट ही नहीं है तो इसमें वैसे भी फिनिक्स और वो सब खेलते हैं
out of the smoke they want to go for it right onto the side. There was a recall star of their own actually, just try and block them off. Again, smokes in their face, just trying to play anti-flash close to the corner. It's desperation.
It's so good from Loud. The same kind of ideas, always ready to catch the aggression. They put a little bit of pressure in an area and wait for the response.
आलम बिलम करके बैठा है वो 4v2 में
Jorgamo and Com tried to make something happen.
अबे कहाँ ना कहाँ से आता ही है पीछे से Com
in favor of Loud, bringing back the Harbor Viper and looking immaculate on it.
हाँ 9 पे अभी लगेगा इधर को
It's got legs here.
देखना
across the board really from Loud. That's what the dominance has been.
अभी उसको ये नहीं दिख रहा है कि इजी शॉट
Stepping up entirely. Unsettling.
अगर आप चाहते हो मैं मैंगलोर जाऊँ तो आप कुछ नहीं बोलोगे.
Game is only just getting started. It seems like.
Yay! MCM.
All eyes on the pistol round. EG.
9-3 cuts.
Still a sliver of hope at the back of their minds to maybe close this one out in a 3-0 fashion, but it begins here with this round.
And if they don't close things out 3-0, we go to split, we go to bind, areas where Loud have recently looked phenomenal. And then it'll end up getting scrappy, chaotic. Those advantages born on Ascent and Lotus won't mean much then.
BT दे सकते हैं ये लोग
quiet
यूरो
beginning
के
for
साथ.
EG as they scope things out towards the B side of the map.
Ethan was putting a bit of presence in, but a util is TP'd now to rejoin the rest of his team, and they are just contacting up behind this. No noise made other than a star propped up, smoke, so they can get into position.
Hello,
forced to use this util to clear out any parts of this. Now you see it. Dart rebounding.
Full retake.
Waiting for the gate crash into the back of it alongside the flashes, all combined to clear out Hordes, but has given up the space. Util out. No kill collected. Boostio. Fortunate time where that one not quite able to get it, and the util now being pushed into his face. Comes down to these fights are about to be taken. The util being expended, lighting up these players. Flanks on flanks occurring. Jorgamo from behind. Damage certainly to the Demon One. Snappy precision. And EG find themselves a massive advantage. A pistol round.
भाई क्या दिया बे?
8-4 चाहिए था.
Demon ने.
Exactly what EG need.
Huh?
But they need so much more as well.
7 कैसे होता? 6 होता ना.
Beautiful idea on the pistol though. Clearly got some concept of
8-7
wanting to play without too much info from their killjoy.
3Q plus.
Over on B. They just walk that up super deep. And specifically Ethan's gate crashing towards the right side of halls. Usually Ethan's going to be gate crashing the left side of halls constantly. Seems like a small difference, but
slight adjustment, but necessary. You know, like Loud have been playing. They're definitely aware. They've seen the tapes.
Yeah.
Just saying, audience, if you are watching the stream, पहला 2 मैप मैंने EG को support किया था. Audience, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
In a game of this magnitude, Frod's talked a lot about the level of prep work that he does heading into events like this, and the whole team does. Watching the tape, not just their opponents, but their own, trying to improve. Oh.
69 वाला कर्स होएगा?
Loud
force करा है. इतना advantage मैंने.
No util thrown out. EG.
Force कभी-कभी करते हैं मतलब जब एकदम strong gut feeling है, plan हुआ है, strong gut feeling है, और map बड़ा है जहाँ पे 2 से बंदे रह ही नहीं सकते एक साइड पे. वहाँ पे एक ट्राई करते हैं. अगर मैच पॉइंट जा रहा है और तुम तो बहुत ही गंदा हार रहे हो तो फोर्स करते हैं.
Dashing forwards, TP's gate crash all abound and used towards the back of the site. They need something to clear this. Okay, that will do it. Through the window. The aim is sharp indeed.
क्या हो गया डीमन को?
Real danger.
क्या मारा उसने? लेस ने भी मारा. लो.
Lame warm up in the moment in the round here, but it's all EG.
भाई क्या मारा डीमन ने?
Definitely looked like there was some potential for that to go wrong.
क्या था ये भाई?
You see that one with the X-ray, and Kawanzine just got destroyed. Demon One hitting some nasty shots.
तू काहे चिल्ला रहे थे?
Fan है.
Demon One had his worst map since joining Evil Geniuses, playing against Paper X, and has just come straight back out and top frag in almost all of these maps.
It's going to be a fight. Too much house behind this one with Ethan. Is he trying to take this one solo? Fakes it. Maybe just didn't like what he saw in terms of util. Didn't want to commit to it.
It's a heavy investment with the high tide over here. You've got a decent idea that they're fighting over A main. Boostio's going to try and catch timing, tuck himself in at this box as Loud go and re-clear.
I really like this idea. I don't think it gets cleared, especially with Demon One getting that one. 2 years. Real chance for a punish. But okay, the rifles bangable into the box.
इतना अच्छा एंट्री मारा था.
Wasn't going to be anticipated and decided to try and make something happen.
गन के पीछे भाग गया
Ethan's only got a ghost, so he can't really challenge towards less.
भाई sexy मारा.
But they can recognize now they've seen enough of the Loud players over towards Art and A that they know B's got to be a little weak.
Has his util laid down. Start. To try and clear out the top section of B. It's just delaying them now with the Nana Swarm at their feet. They're worried. Flanks are just buying time for Loud now to start to regroup. Together here, Ethan. Ult online. Who's next? That might make the difference here, but with 30 seconds remaining, he's just trying to ping out these players. Everyone's offside. Be catching any targets. Sees Aspas. Flash and backs away.
Spike planted.
What's the answer now from Loud? High tide back online. 2 years wraps this one all the way across now. Won't have to expend one of his smokes here. This is just the Guardian still. It's Rifles running it through here. The crossfire setter's got to be playing off each other. Ethan almost doing enough damage. 20 health to Aspas. Right from behind. They do not anticipate it. They do not expect it. It is played once more. All the way to perfection. Just does not lose clutches.
Another Red Bull clutch from Com. He made the massive wraparound play. He was over at B-Link setting up that recon dart lineup. Never ended up using a recon. Wasn't there to try and help his team at all on their entry into B. Had full faith that they were going to get in, get the spike plan. And he can be that final line of defense to win the round.
You can't
He went
help
all
it.
the way back through B-Link, through water, into spawn. The big wraparound play. And the rest of his team bought enough time. Another ridiculous clutch from Com. Got to be the best clutcher of the playoffs, certainly at this point.
अभी आ रहा है ना गेम में मजा. 7-9.
Just feels like every time he's placed in 1v1, 1v2, doesn't matter. Always there.
अब ये मत बोलना लाउड ने अच्छा नहीं खेला. अच्छा खेला.
9-3 beginning to the second half of Pearl for Loud. Hot water almost. 6 rounds. Game for EG. Many in a row. Set themselves up. Gate crash into the back. Ethan does commit to it. There's a dog in his face though. Definitely going to be a bit dicey. Kawazin is cleaned up, just playing close to the pillar, but they have not dealt with Sadak. Nana Swarm. But respect that one. Demon 1. It's the way out of there.
उसका recon sexy रहता है लेकिन.
Enough noise has been made, really. There's no hiding this intent at this point. EG, you know they're trying to take this one. Rattling off shots, picking them apart, picking the timings. 2 years, and Aspas all together. Another reset, but damage surely done here. Demon 1, he's left to it. It's a 1v1.
Oh.
Wow, भाई 50 कर दिया.
Prestige days these.
Pulls out the blade storm for the Mastercard 50. What a response.
भाई बहुत मारा शायद आसपास ने.
You were saying it was getting dangerous. It looked like they'd found themselves in hot water.
Ethan का लेकिन ट्रेड हो गया था रे. वो डॉग हो गया था वहाँ पे.
A series of shots hit by 2Es here. A lot of damage inflicted. And just so many players stacked around on the site. Almost too many small percentage plays, but by everyone from Loud.
2Es ने मस्त मारा बे. 2Es
Be able
ने
to
main
combine
मारा.
together and get that one down. It's giving Loud a little buffer.
Yeah,
2Es.
bit of a buffer.
क्या मस्त नाम है ना 2Es.
That's what gets them the first defensive round win. This map so far for them. Premium being put now. Take control. Towards R for EG, updraft, almost there, less. Luckily not spammable, not with the blade storms here. There's your util yet, I mean vulnerable there.
अरे एक बुलेट में मर गया यार बेचारा.
Directly, less.
कम
Still
यार
revealed here.
This
This is ridiculous. Tucked to the corner. Behind it, doesn't know if they're pushing up
उसका
onto the
टाइमिंग
angle
बहुत
though.
इंसान है रिकॉन का.
A bit awkward when this fades.
रिकॉन भी मस्त मारता है.
In a
शॉटगन भी मस्त
significant amount
मारता
of danger, but maybe
ऐसा
with
नहीं
the wall
कि
up in his face, he might be able to isolate one of the
Lurk,
fights. No, he's got 2 players waiting for him, still gets 1.
Nice flick to make the non and done into a one and done. Kawanzin and 2Es are still here.
प्रॉब्लम है कि अगर कॉम को प्लांट मिला
Killer does give up our control.
और आफ्टर प्लांट गए
walking it through.
तो उसके पास आएगा.
So happy to try and make the play.
Yeah, it's an interesting smoke, isn't it?
But never mind.
Brought down in the end though, Kawazin. Reposition attack, that's counter spam. They were waiting for that one.
आ गया.
Still a 2v3. Still chances here. Com's got his Hunter's Fury. Is he going to be able to escape? Yeah, just takes a small amount of chip damage. Com is never not flanking.
Wait a second.
Com is always flanking.
The danger here, I believe, is Jorgamo doesn't have util to delay. Doesn't have a pull online. Com from behind. It all relies on him. If Jorgamo can get a pick, it makes it a little bit easier for them. Still a 2 versus 3. Turrets there, blocking off the angle. They don't expect it. They don't expect it. Finally, he strikes.
He has ult.
From behind. Does have the ult backing away, now playing his life. And Aspas, it's an impossibility. Forcing out the ult. Jorgamo is set up to win that fight. How? Did EG just pull that one back from the
They're so quick at coming up with post-plant ideas. Other teams would wonder for a while, should I commit to the flank? Should I try and make the play? Com's instant, decisive,
30 seconds.
and confident in it because he's done it so many times before.
He can visualize the entire process because it's just so familiar to him. He's been doing it over and over in the playoffs of champions.
नहीं उसी में अगर वो मर जाता था वहाँ पे तो ये उससे मर जाता था ना. उसको डॉज नहीं करवा.
Loud won the Thrifty to be able to get themselves up to 10. They might need something similar. Talk about a 9-3 curse.
Yeah, tested. At this point, Loud probably tired of comebacks against them.
वो 13 नहीं होता था 8-9 होता था स्कोर. अभी Loud इको पे रहता. 9-9 हो जाता था.
Drone not really being broken. 2 years. Does it tag him? Yes, it does. Spammable into the corner. He's just got to try and evade all of it, but no, it's too much. 3 rifles.
भाई क्या बीटी पे है ये बंदा?
अच्छा खेल रहा है.
Signs of that. EG to slow this one down.
This slower pace is what brought them so much success over on the first map. Getting a feel for where Loud would be set.
Landed.
Les looks like the only.
The famous 4-1 strategy.
How the defense is currently positioned. If he could catch Jorgamo on some kind of aggressive lurk play. Otherwise, it's just going to be another slow siege from EG.
In the position where he can spam that angle. Sadak dealing with Ethan with the plan, pushed away for now with the snake bite. Vulnerable up.
Jorgamo coming around the back of Les.
Yeah, this timing has been missed. Is the question. Hold up, wait a second, he can hear the footsteps, he's repositioned all the way back, but still EG.
And now Aspas.
Yeah, they have control of this. Surely they do. Aspas, upgrade gained. It's never over. He's got the rifle in his hands. Turret's there though, flipping the map. Planning for default, EG with backside control.
Just great setups. Yeah. Fantastic crossfire.
And it's off comms contact, I think. Either that or Demon 1. Demon 1 off angle. Dealt with, destroyed. Ethan.
गलती से फ्लिक एक ऐसा टाइम पास के लिए चला देता हूँ
ना. 5 out of 6 rounds in this half so far.
Both of these teams have been
excellent at their attack sides. It's just been a running theme throughout this match. Loud have got to stop this momentum.
Come in every match be like that. तो मैं कहाँ हूँ बस ट्रिब्यूट की तरह नहीं हटता. Love you guys, love you. Thank you for the 2000 मेरी जान.
And they need this win to avoid elimination. To avoid going home and missing out on their chance to be back-to-back champions winners.
Yeah, that dream will be dead. This map is the turning point. They've got to seal it out. They have the advantage already. Ethan. Not being used, worked his way into the forward position, close. Sadak it's a risky peak. Does Sadak really overstay? Does he overplay it? Wants to clear it. Spots it. Immediately out of there though. There is that uncertainty. You just don't really know where Ethan is, but now, of course, revealed.
उसको blind कर दिया. Full blind. Sadak be like, भाई मैंने मारा नहीं. मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा मैंने मार रहा.
To watch water.
Yeah, it's, I mean, middle is theirs. Not getting any through this. I mean,
अपना comms कैसा रहता था?
Rushing it through spawn, but what it does do is make it really uncomfortable for Aspas. Playing together him and Sadak. Here's the hit about to come through. The gate crash at his feet. Dart reveals it. What is that? Adjustment and flick was necessary with Ethan being brought down, but again, putting the squeeze onto Sadak. Sadak repositions into the orb. It's a weave in and out play. Demon 1 has to respond, and he does. 2 kills there. Spots the player up the top, but now walking, cutting the noise. Flash in his face, though. Still got the dash. Here's the reckoning. Lay it down. Stuns abound. Got to win these fights out for it, but it's all down to Demon 1. There's too much to overcome, surely. Snakebite at the feet. The stuns are avoided and dodge. Yes, the plant is down, but every avenue watched, every angle, every chance is going to be shut down all the way, sticking through, and you have nothing to break the cove.
भाई aim तो है बे 3 मारा बे. Aim तो है Demon का.
What an incredible performance coming out from Aspas and Sadak there, anchoring towards B. The flick from Aspas.
कोई उनको बोलेगा कि वो लोग 2 map down है please.
You know, if Aspas doesn't hit this,
surely
he's going to be able to clean up Sadak.
Oh yeah.
Right? And so this is how moments cascade into each other. If Aspas doesn't hit the ridiculous flick,
उसने
maybe
उसके अंदर डाल दिया।
able to get 2 kills on sight. Suddenly EG are running back into things.
वो हाथ में लाइट्स डालने का उसके बुंड में डाला उसने।
From their jet start. And Loud get their way up to 11. This map looked
Do
like
we have a
just
tough toy
easy,
Fita?
plain sailing after the first half. Yeah. And instead, it's been a
T-Bone, शर्म कर ले T-Bone.
For what we saw with EG winning out
Lotus.
Just chewed up, slowed
पूरा
down.
नींद उड़ गया गांडू का हे भगवान.
Still chances for EG here. I mean,
जा रहा हूँ मैं
time out now to discuss this one.
उसके बाद उधर जाके बोलूँगा
Still been in control when it comes to these attack sides.
मैं सीधा टोपी देके बोला था
massively
T-Bone
important round in front of us.
भाई.
Guardian for Kalanzin. Bulldog, light armor for Sadak. But they have large
ए
ultimates
आज
with
किधर
which
है
to
रे
play.
अपना? Fatu?
Aspas is setting up with Kalanzin to try and take early contact up towards B. We could see a clash
ये
here of
चुप
Demon One
आज
and
भी?
Aspas.
और अभी रियलाइज हो गया फटू नहीं है. स्ट्रीम नहीं किया उसने.
It's looking likely. Fast play. Aspas is going to be using the Trailblazer now to make sure it clears it. 2 shots fired to break it, so gives the confirmation to Aspas that there's more than just one player waiting. That does temper him. His excitement to try and take the fight. He's going to be backing away.
इतनी बार हम लोग ने पूछा है ना आज
Same
फटू
diligence. He was just taking A main control.
उसका
seeking to
1
fake
रुपया भी
it,
मिलता
but
था ना आज मैं करोड़
I
से
seem to be aware of this. Aspas. Oh, this is such an awkward position. Is this because they've been contacting?
ये स्मोक देख के मालूम है कि ये
Noise
लोग
being
क्लोज
made
खेल
now,
रहे हैं.
all the way up through into the smoke. There's about to be a timing to be taken.
Mara,
Through this one. Up the top.
Oh,
That is
oh.
disgusting.
Oh, dash गया नहीं रे वहाँ तक.
Match. In the end, Ethan's there with a consistency
लेकिन
to trade.
बाप
The
shot
lockdown
मारा
being
उसने.
placed with that space earned. Got to respect this.
There's going to be a lockdown in return. Sadak with one of his own. The question is how EG are
बहुत
going to be
जल्दी
able to
मार
get the
दिया
plant
stun.
off and stop the retake from happening. I thought for a moment there, Sadak was going
Wait,
to get
Ethan's
himself
spammed.
pain.
He was close to the box there. It was a spammable angle. He's brought down. There is no spike.
No plan.
He planted. It's throwing everyone for a bit of a loop here. There are plays to be made. Bustio is going to be caught on the open.
Jorgamo's going to get caught by the alarm bot here. So he can't go for a flank either.
It's absolute
What's this
chaos.
again?
I mean, look at Bustio's
What's
into the
this?
corner. There's no way he survives here, but he's looked into this position and nobody's going to clear him. Boss here. What is going on? He's in the spawn, man. He's in the spawn. There's no time left. The 12 seconds is cleared out with a flash play. Loud in control of this one. The spike's still in their hands.
whip कर दिया काम ने.
With the aim, snaps to the side. Loud on the
भाई
precipice.
गट्स रहना चाहिए बे वहाँ पे डिटेन होने के लिए.
Grinding these rounds out one by one.
4 जन के बीच में.
दो मारता वो दो.
Let's see.
Yeah, no amount of scrims are going to help you deal with that situation.
No, I mean, look at the situation there that happens, though. The denial onto the plant. They get into that spot, and ideally, Jorgamo's pull is supposed to be a little earlier, so that they're not able to get that spam angle. So just a small misstep in EG's timing on when they execute these things. And Lauda offered an opening there. Now EG have to make it work with horrible weaponry.
Demon को पर round
Into it. Viper's bit down. Hunter's Fury over the top here. Tries to set it up with Demon One with the knives, but no connection, no kill, no refresher with the blades.
There's so much damage onto Sadak. He's going to get the heal, though, meeting up with Kalanzin. And Les has not been pressured inside here.
The fact that they didn't posture less out of that spot. Viper's pit. It's critical. Just removes A entirely. Now there's still a chance of
Celebrations
lurk plays. See Bustio's position tucked into art. To the side now, Flash as well. Everybody grouping up onto the corner. Aspas is here, revealed. Does he get out of danger though? Interesting scenario. Smokes to try and help him out as everything being cleaned up loud. This could be it. The final blow to seal the map. Aspas will not be budged, will not be removed, still holds his ground. Here's a TP, and here to contain Aspas on the move, making the moves. Desperation all the way.
मारा बे
Are
आसपास
not
बे.
done yet.
क्या मारा.
GG guys. देख लेना stream. देख सकते हो। चलो गाइस जीजी 2-1 भाई, बड़ा लंबा होगा भाई। बाय बाय। 4 बज ऑलमोस्ट 4 बजे भाई। बाय बाय। लाइक करके जाओ।